So, after leaving Waterdeep, when nobody in the party has any dark secrets lying about, we headed towards Golden Fields, which is apparently a hippie druid farmer commune of some sort. We learned there is little to no money there, and Ren was disappointed. But then we learned that there was produce and beer, and Yarrick was all about it. And we went and talked to Nexine, who was the Waterdeep Scent administrator, and who thinks that being assigned to the boonies is way beneath him, but he nonetheless was assigned to the boonies, so he probably is not as important as he thinks he is. And we were like, we are here to slay giants. And he was like, well, waiting on scouts for now for the giants, best I can do is sawmills. And we were like, mills in need of rescuing, say no more, good sir. And we went to the Hunters Guild and figure out about this wolf-like beast that had attacked and killed everybody in the sawmill, and that there might be a bounty. And Ren likes a bounty, and so does Tristan now because he's broke. Meanwhile, Endry, Corinne, and Yarrick were at the bar, and Endry made Yarrick's beer taste like piss. And he was like, damn, this is the worst beer I have tasted. Try it, Corinne. And Corinne was like, well, it certainly ain't the worst piss I've tasted, but still. And then somebody else was like, oh, by the way, now that you're here talking about beer and piss, you should know that the crops are failing and that there's something evil hiding in the nearby crypt. Zombies or some such. And then we'll meet again and go like, mills, maybe. No, zombies. So we go to the crypt. We find a bunch of bodies lying around in the ground, and we're like, oh, it would be very inconvenient if all of this rose up and attacked us later, wouldn't it? And like, sure would. And we kept on exploring. And then Tristan found a creepy old man and went up to him like, excuse me, Mr. Creepy Old Man, would you care to explain who you are and what you're doing here? And the man ignored Tristan. And Tristan grabbed him. And then Tristan went blind. And surprise, it was a necromancer. Whoever would have foreseen that unexpected turn of events? So the necromancer summons this bonus snake thingy that shoots lightning for some reason. And all the corpses from before rise as zombies, completely unpredictably. And we have a real challenging fight. Tristan doesn't go down because of Yarrick's Eye the spell, and Ren was teleporting all over the place. And at some point, the necromancer sees that and is like, "Nyahaha, I can do that too!" And he tries to teleport away, but Corinne was like, "Nope, you don't." And Yarrick was like, "I can make you run faster." And Endry was, "I can make him stop running." And Ren was like, "And I'm gonna shoot him with magic twice because fuck that guy." And now we have a tied up necromancer. The end.
Yeah, I think it was actually I that stopped him. That cast
Oh, it was
person.
I
Yeah,
that casted. Oh, okay,
I know that's
then
something Endry does, but he did not get the
Uh,
opportunity to do it that time. He was going to, but I had got it first. So
fair
I
enough.
don't remember.
credit where
I
credit
don't
is
actually
due.
remember who did the whole person, so that could fit.
Unless Ren did it, but
No, Ren got rid of most of the zombie. Well, that's the last thing I show.
Ren did a double guiding bolt at the end, right? And that's what downed this
Yeah.
guy.
Mm,
But
Well, she helped a lot.
Oh,
with
yeah, that's
the
right. That's right.
Turn undead. That helped.
oh, turn on
Yeah.
that too.
I
I
did
missed.
Guiding Bolt. I don't remember.
So I
what
think
took him out, though.
what happened was I cast Hold Person.
yeah.
Is that right? And then
No, I did the hold person. I definitely remember
you did
that.
the Hold Person.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he saved on his first turn. He failed the throw the first time, but saved the next time around and was getting up to run again. And then you guys incapacitated him.
Yeah. I
Not
was
that it matters, but that's credit where credit's due.
exactly. Yeah. That's. I just want to take any. Endry
Yeah.
mostly was panicking about the zombies and dodging lightning. Look, barely.
Fair enough. That summary was from memory more than notes, so
It's a great summary.
It was. It was
Yeah.
real good.
Was great storytelling.
So now we're going to the werewolves.
Well, possibly.
Go.
I mean, you've got a
have a
guy
tied
who's
up
not
necromancer, and we
dead.
still want to know what the fuck he was doing here, or rather than
Yeah.
the obvious.
So at the moment, the necromancer is unconscious.
It's still alive. That's true.
Yeah. So Ren specifically went for an incapacitating blow, not a lethal blow.
Make sure to tie him up and gag him.
And in case you guys didn't know, we've recast Tristan this week. Different player or different actor this week. We're gonna try him out.
Yeah, I like him
But
so far.
yeah. Still
Got
don't
that
know
new
if I trust
season
him.
makeover.
The wardrobe is still not accurate to the episode, but
It'll get there pretty quick.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you guys doing immediately after this battle concludes? Like all the zombies, as soon as this guy loses consciousness, all of the zombies actually fall to the ground, motionless. All of the bodies just still at this point.
First
Yeah.
thing I do is distribute good berries because people are hurt.
I very
First
much
thing
appreciate
Ren
it.
does is go through his pockets.
Okay. So in his pockets, there's not much. He does have like a small satchel. In it are just some like really basic, almost gross like food that he's carrying. Just basically just sustenance. He's got a few things that you could probably pick out as spellcasting ingredients. Just little things that he uses for his particular flavor of magic. No money to speak of. One health potion.
Any like identifying documentation, perhaps? Conveniently stating who he is, where he
Make
came
an
from.
investigation check.
Secret notes by mysterious organizations. Oh, 21.
Oh, sorry, I'm not at the bottom. So no documentation at all. Let me consult my notes.
Take his stick in his hands so he can't cast spells.
Give me one
Tristan would definitely request that this man be bound and gagged.
You could
Yeah,
remove his fingers too.
So nothing identifying him really. You kind of get the sense that this guy traveled really light. Like he doesn't have much holding him to this world. But you look at him and his face is just ancient. Like it should be. He should be dead. Like something has been tethering him to this world for a long time, and I mean, based just on the magic that you've seen, you can assume that he has been tapping into some school of magic that is keeping him around.
Well, he was
One
trying to
could
steal the
be.
life from the goddess here. Wasn't that what he said?
I don't think
Did he
said
say that?
anything. Yeah.
He didn't explain his motives, but
Well, I remember him.
he's a
or someone
necromancer in a
saying
life goddess in the life goddess's temple. So
that he was trying to get that we wouldn't be able to prevent him from getting the life from this place or something like that. Pretty sure I heard something like that in the midst of the battle or something.
So,
perhaps
I think he did say something along those lines. That he was sapping the life from this place as you guys are kind of closing in the first time. So if you guys want to go ahead and kind of distribute the berries, I'm assuming you have enough for everyone to be at full
Oh
HP.
yes.
I'm gonna toss the health potion to Kieran and say, "Here,
Oh, thank you.
you might
So
need this."
Yeah, Kieran took a beating that fight. Anything else you guys are doing?
How much is the health potion? I'm sorry.
2d4 plus 2?
is he
You
taking
said
the
2d4 plus 2?
Yes, sir.
Or are you drinking it now versus just using the good berries? Though?
Yeah, you can just use the good berries if you
Oh
want.
yeah, you should save that for later.
Oh, oops. My bad. Never mind. I'll undo that. My bad.
No worries.
So should we drag this creepy old dude like back to the town? Should we wake him up here and question him in here? Should we like I don't know. Anybody have any ideas?
It might be better to learn what he knows here before we hand him to the proper authorities in the town.
I still think
Should we? Sorry, go ahead.
I think we should still take his hand so he can't cast magic.
Tying them would probably be enough, but you won't see me objecting to that.
Okay, so like I hate to be the one to suggest this, but do you really think like the commune back there can handle this guy? Shouldn't we just like take care of him ourselves? He seems kind of dangerous.
Either way, we should learn what him being here was all about, though, before we decide what to do with him.
Wasn't there one of your people there, Tristan, at the commune?
My people?
Well, you know that.
You mean the administrator from Waterdeep?
Oh, yeah.
I'll just take a look at what he was trying to do as a ritual. Maybe I'll learn something.
I don't know if the administrator would have like a place to jail this man, but I think we would be, if we learn what he was after, we can decide what to do with him.
All right,
And
should I wake him up then?
We should maybe take him at least outside.
yeah, away from any more corpses that he can raise again. But let's wait for Jarek to finish whatever he's taking a look at.
What is Yarg doing? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
I'm looking at the ritual. What he was doing a ritual at this place. So I'm looking if there's any mark, anything that I can read out of that.
Does Yarg know anything about necromancy?
Well, Yarrick is a spellcaster
Sure.
and is
But like in character, I mean, what would you be familiar with?
dark
Dark arts.
Well,
He-
he's a lore bard, so he knows about everything a bit.
And you have,
give
and he has
me-
necromancy
Yeah, he
spell.
is a jack of all trade with
Sure.
expertise, and he can cast necromantic spells.
Give
Yeah,
me an Arcana check.
so it's that +1 plus a d4. So it's 18 total.
Okay. There's not a lot here that you can gather, because this guy was a skilled necromancer. You can gather that much. With that check in particular, you can feel kind of the life returning already to this temple, this crypt. And actually, as you start to feel that, you start to notice roots actually reaching out from the places where these bodies have been removed from, kind of like snaking their tendrils along the floor very, very slowly. And they start to wrap up the bodies that have been removed and were animated just a few minutes ago, and pull them back into their resting places.
Oh, that's creepy.
Well, I think our mission is done here. Everything should go back to normal. Whatever their normal is.
But as far as the actual ritual, I think without being like a dedicated necromancer, basically all you would be able to glean from it is that he was using some sort of like transference spell to sap the life from this crypt in particular into himself, so that he could have it for himself, basically.
All right.
But the means that he was doing it probably are not apparent to you.
Well, that guy's dangerous. But
Did you find
Yes.
anything that we didn't know already?
he's a skilled necromancer. Other than that, looking at him, I don't know. He looks like he should already be dead. So there's probably some kind of magic preventing him from dying or something. I look into that too.
Might be if we end up deciding that we have to take care of him without returning him to town, then we should make sure that we're thorough then. But before that, I think we need to know what he was trying to do and if he
Well,
has any friends that might
I have
come back here,
I have a good idea of what he was trying to do.
which is
Well, trying to sap the life out of this place and control it for himself. This place is of holy magic and it's powerful, full of life, so full of energy for him to drain, probably.
and for what purpose? Keeping himself alive or anything
Uh,
else?
Well, that would make sense.
We should at least ask if he has any connection to the cult, perhaps, or any of the
Right.
dragon's followers we've been
Hmm.
chasing around.
Right. We should ask him if he's pals with any evil dragon goddess or if he has any other friends that might come after this temple.
Let me just look if he has an arcane focus to remove from him. It would be safer. I mean, if that guy is conscious, might have a spell or two
That he can
still
do.
against us. Yeah.
Just by blabbering.
Yeah, I can do that. So you can probably too.
Are you looking for it?
I'm looking for an arcane focus on his body.
Pretty apparent that it's a staff.
I take it. I hope it's not cursed.
It wasn't
so should
until
we
you
take
said
him
something.
outside and
I was just saying it wasn't cursed until you said something.
I take the staff and then examine it.
What are you doing? Sorry.
I take
examine
the
it?
staff and I look it closely.
Okay. Give me another. I guess an Arcana check would be the
With
best.
guidance again. Oh, that won't do.
I mean, you can tell the type of magic. I mean, it's a necromantic focus. I mean, it's just humming with just dark energy.
Maybe I should do a detect magic just to be sure. I bring the staff outside.
Is everybody moving outside?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
Curran will
get
go
to
outside.
interrogate this person away from the dead bodies.
Okay. So as you guys move out, you actually feel kind of like a warmth pass over you, and each of you are not that it matters. You've all eaten a bunch of good berries at this point, but each of you are back at full HP. All of your wounds are healed.
Nice.
You don't know why, but
Tristan will take it.
Right. Was down for some free healing.
and so as you guys step out of the crypt, the vines that have been returning all of the bodies back to their resting places actually begin to move after you as you move outside, and you see them roll kind of a door, like a giant stone, back over the entrance that had been moved. When you got here, the door was basically just open. Vines reach out and pull the stone back into place, and the entrance to this tomb is hidden.
I want one at home.
It's a good thing we got out of there.
Do you think it can do the cores and stuff like that?
Do the what?
Wonder if
Sorry.
Do you think the vines could do cores? Chores? You know, like doing the dishes,
Oh.
the broom.
Well, judging by the state of the interior of the crypt, it was not very well maintained. So I don't know if you would want them to. But
Yeah.
let me see. I don't remember if I have art for this.
I don't think they
area
were
or not.
sleeping there. No. I wonder if we should have looked at the rest of the crypt while we could, but I don't. I think we did what we were supposed to do.
Yeah. Let's go kill some wolves.
Let's first figure out what this man's story is, though.
Oh yeah.
Sure. So you guys are outside of the crypt at this point. I'm gonna put you on just some art.
I'll remove his pouch of component too.
Okay.
How do we wake him
Well-
up? Try feeding him a good berry.
I was planning to kick him and see if he wakes up, but that's probably a better way.
You guys shove a good berry down his throat.
Give him one of the least powerful good berries you have, though.
But
Find one that's like 23 hours in.
they are good. Okay. I give a good berry to Tristan. I'm like sad that they are used on this guy.
As am I. And I walk up to the guy. He's not currently gagged, I suppose. Then, if we
you tell
gagged
me.
him, I ungag him.
Only tied, I guess.
And
He's
with
just chilling in the dirt.
with I imagine some amount of disgust at the state of this person's mouth, I try to open his mouth and feed him a good berry. Do I go blind touching this person again?
Nope.
That's good. Then I feed him a good berry, and I slap him on the face. Wake up.
So he begins to stir as you force this good berry down his throat. He immediately starts to kind of like wince in pain, as if you'll remember, that guiding bolt shattered his knee, basically went straight through his leg. Good berry don't fix that immediately, so he's pretty badly injured at the moment, and he's almost like as he comes to consciousness in front of you, he's got almost like this feral demeanor about him. Like he's just like
If
a
you're
cornered
gonna-
animal.
If you're gonna howl in pain, feel free to do so. But if you start chanting on anything that I don't understand, you're getting a sword to your chest. We want to know what I asked you when I encountered you in that crypt. Who are you, and what are you doing here?
Make an intimidation check.
Sounds good. Give me one moment. And intimidation.
He's looking really quickly, just like eyes bouncing around the group at all of you. Eyes lingering on Kieran at first, and then as you say this, like his eyes come to rest on you. He hasn't said anything yet, really. But he just kind of like nods as he tries to like back up away from you, just scrabbling in the dirt, kind of.
I wouldn't advise that, and I go and grab him by the ropes. Do you speak common?
He nods.
Then who are you, and what are you doing here?
He looks up at you, just very quietly, almost. It's just like, my name is Jartail.
I'm gonna need you to type that,
Yeah,
Bear.
I know. I figured. Sorry.
Huh.
Randomelfnamegenerator.com. Um, what I was doing was sapping the life from this land in order to extend my own life. It's quite simple.
Are you operating alone? Any friends or any cabal that you belong to?
I have no friends.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah. How long have you been alive?
That's a good question. How long have you been alive?
To be honest with you, I don't remember anymore.
He looks human, right? Other than
Elf,
like
actually.
elf. Oh god.
Mhm.
Were you alive during the Dragon War?
No,
And-
I'm not quite that old.
Given that long of a lifespan, do you have anything interesting to tell about the Dragon Queen Tiamat or a dragon named Riberian?
Tiamat has been banished from this land for much longer than I've been alive. As for Riverion, I've only heard whispers. But you would do well to stay away from him.
Tristan raises an eyebrow. Should I roll insight to see if I believe him about not having any friends and
Sure.
working alone, etc.?
If you
Just
want to.
want to make sure.
Good call.
Hard to tell. He's really what you're able to glean from any kind of insight check right now is that he's terrified. Like he's kind of hiding it in his words pretty well, but his eyes are just pure terror at the thought of dying.
So, like, what do you do with your time? If you have no friends and, I assume no profession, given that you look the way you look, you just wander around and roll around in the dirt?
Mostly I travel the lands in search of places that are full of life. And I take it from my own. Such as this.
Ren's
is,
gonna kind of like shrug and look at the rest of the party.
It's
I mean,
not a very good
Doesn't-
thing.
yeah, but it doesn't seem like he's with the dragon. Should we just dump him in the commune after all? Kind of feel sorry for him.
He might go to significant lengths to keep himself alive, though. He could still hurt the people in Golden Fields.
He also tried to kill us, so there's that.
Indeed.
Yep.
True. Why did you try to kill us?
Thought you were there to kill me.
We kind of were.
Do you assume everybody who asks you questions is trying to kill you?
Well, I mean, if we let him destroy that place, it will cause the death of hundreds, if not thousands of people. Probably.
Are you making it hard for the people to eat? Grow their crops? Is that you?
Possible.
It's not very cool.
Yes, he's not answering, or
You said it's
What's that?
possible.
Yeah, sorry. He said it's possible.
Karen's
Give
gonna.
me-
Oh, sorry.
No, go for it.
Oh, I was gonna try to intimidate him, but are you gonna have him roll something?
No, I don't have to.
Okay, I didn't want to interrupt anything. No,
You're good.
yeah, Karen's gonna get close to him, squint his eyes, and he's gonna just stare him down and be like, "You're gonna tell us what we want to hear."
no?
Sure. Make an intimidation check. He nods again, just and just kind of says, "I've already told you. I've been truthful in everything I've said."
How does your magic work to keep you alive? Like, if we kill you, will you stay alive or will you be dead?
I don't think he's gonna answer that. He just kind of he's looking terrified. He's not gonna surrender that answer.
So I want to read him because not answering is probably an answer by itself, which means he
Could be.
probably will survive.
Give me an insight check.
Oh well, never mind.
Again, really, what you're able to glean from it is just that he's scared. When you ask him that particular question, there's no level of confidence in his eyes. He's still scared.
Well, I suppose no spells can protect someone from being decapitated and burned to cinder.
As I said, if we have decided that Faroon would be better off without this person in it, then we should be at least thorough for the sake of the innocents that he might harm in the future.
Did he say why he was like in the crypt and everything? I just want to make sure if I messed that or
To
not.
extend his life and
Yeah, really,
forever.
he's basically what he said is he was in there doing that ritual to extend his own life.
Oh,
Seems
okay.
pretty straightforward to me.
Yep.
It's just like a parasite. We should just get rid of
Existing
him.
for so long and barely living.
You're a parasite.
Yeah,
Vicious mockery to him.
He doesn't have much HP, so
Death by mockery.
let me roll. Give me a second.
I mean, he has 3 HP because he got fed the
Yeah,
lowest
I
possible
know.
level good berry.
He has 4 HP.
Critical
Oh.
success.
So he takes 1 point. He's at 3
Nat
now.
20, yep.
You could taunt him again, or
He
yeah,
winces in pain as you taunt him.
Yartil, would you like to turn your powers to the forces of good and have some friends?
I can try to convince him, but
Ew, I don't want to be his friend.
Give me a persuasion check. At disadvantage.
That's fair.
okay, all right.
Tristan looks at Andrew secretly thinking that he cannot believe that this fairy is this naive. But it's
21.
persuasive.
Damn, son.
Wow. So with that, he kind of looks quickly at you, Endry, and he kind of mutters like, "Do you think that anyone would even give me a chance?"
I'm giving you a chance right now. You
Can
can
you speak for others?
kind of shrugs. Maybe, yeah. Join the menagerie of might. We don't have
And
an
that's
elf.
how you guys collected Necromancer.
He's dangerous. He has good
A
spells.
6th level spellcaster. Now,
You would have to promise that you would never betray any of us. And, you know, as an elf, you're probably aware of making such a promise to a fae and the repercussions that could come from it.
I am well aware. If you think that there's a place for me in this world, and someone would give me a chance, then I
Does
can try.
does he seem genuine?
Make an insight check.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I believe that guy.
I still rolled it at disadvantage there, but
Okay, so 18. So something has softened. You don't see quite the fear that was in his eyes up until now. There is just a glimmer of hope.
if you know, on like a trial period, you help take care of our horse Gobblebottom and don't do any magic and maybe share some of your ancient knowledge, you can travel with us for a little bit.
But I mean, if you don't use magic, will you like die soon or something?
That's
You
the
look like
question.
you're
What
half
would you
dead.
need to do to keep surviving?
You look like you're half dead already.
I don't actually know. This is how I've survived for so long. Then
Well, have you tried eating good berries as a as a regime?
no.
Yeah.
uh,
But definitely no more stealing other people's life for yours, you know. Maybe spend the rest of your days with us.
And definitely like take a shower once in a while if you're gonna travel with us. And Red is actually gonna like pull off the red cloak she stole from the
Oh.
mage a while back and
The
like
Wizard of
toss it at
Day.
him. Like, put this on, please. Like, oh my god, imagine being alive for thousands of years and that's how you look. That's so sad.
Roll cutting words. No, not really. He actually he just puts it on right there. Doesn't like even try to like hide himself or at all. You know, just indecent. Just strips right there, puts on new robe. Kind of grins at you very creepily because he's an ancient, almost mummified face. He's like, well, thank you. I haven't showered in a long, long time.
Yeah, we can tell. Ren's gonna like take a step back.
Do you guys actually want this guy to come with you? I mean,
Tristan wants to murder him, but he won't press the issue if the rest of the party is collecting a necromancer. He's gonna be like,
So Endry tries to convince people to join and do awful, horrible things for him. So that's his real kind of motivation for this. But
I mean,
Is
yeah, he will
Entry
make good
trying-
cannon
Fair
fodder.
Is Entry trying to become a Fey patron?
yes, get some power.
oh man.
I mean, I'm still not sure he will not backstab us or something. I
Oh,
mean,
he
has
totally
no,
will.
he
Also
has no
Tristan.
real incentive to turn around his life. He will probably die if he stops like to feed out of people.
Endry hovers directly in front of him and holds his hand out, like in front of his bound hand, and he says, you know, by taking my hand, you agree to this promise with me, the great Endry Fey power, that you will do no harm to any living being without our permission.
He nods, reaches out his hand to your tiny hand, and agrees.
Then it is done. Andrew just starts like giggling.
Well, Andrew,
Does Andrew need to roll deception for this?
Andrew,
Or
if he
does he
tries to
actually?
if he tries to kill us, you won't have good berries for a whole year.
Worth,
Give me 1 second. I'm looking something up.
yeah.
I hope you're confident in that guy.
Yeah. I trust him. Look, he has such a nice and kind, caring face.
If anything, Kieran will just cut him in half. So we got that.
Yeah, I mean,
We're not gonna give him like his staff or nothing back, and
Oh yeah, he's not getting that back.
we'll watch him for a while
Yeah.
until he builds up trust. You know.
I was just saying, like, it's cool. We could take him, but if he does something wrong, Kieran's probably gonna kill him. Just FYI.
So real quick,
Same goes for me.
the agreement was
That
you
he,
can't hurt anybody without your permission.
yes. Any
Any
living
living
being.
Which, if he steps on grass, does that like?
I think the intentions what matters
mosquitoes?
more than the specific. Yeah, he does have to suffer mosquitoes. Yes.
Okay. But if he slaps a mosquito, deals off. Wow, that's awesome. Okay. Well, he's not in great shape, but with a little bit of help, he could make it back to Golden Fields. But even with good berries, he's not in any kind of fighting shape. So
I'm not making him a splint. I assume he has to spend enough time alive to know how to take care of his injury.
possibly. Let's.
So,
change
should
the
we
music.
return to Golden Field dragging a necromancer and go hunt a wolf?
Kieran is kind of hungry, so wolf sounds nice.
he's hungry after eating ton of good berries that are portions for a day.
Yeah, I'm actually feeling quite full at the moment after 6 good berries.
I mean, that was a
Is-
good snack and all, but I need meat.
Yeah, I
Is it
always
getting
imagine
late?
good berries like it fills you, but you still have like the want to eat.
I have
It's,
They're
vegetables.
like sunsu beans or something.
Yeah.
Or lembas bread is what I always picture. Lord of the Rings. elf
Right.
bread.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so back to Golden Fields.
Yeah.
I want a beer.
What do you think the people in town will think about this guy, though?
We should definitely lie and not say that he was a necromancer trying to kill them all and starve them. Let's say he's Bob and we found him by the side of the road.
Bob the Necromancer.
It's hard to
Ah,
lie about
very okay.
names convincingly.
We could say he's a necro dancer.
But just
Zoom tech.
Oh. What?
His knee's pretty messed up. It's gonna be a tough sell.
Oh yeah. No, he's a necro dancer. He makes cadavers dance.
He used
We
to
could
be able to
say-
dance,
I'm not
but then
sure
he broke
how
his
that
knee.
would go with these people either. Sorry, Corinne, what were you saying?
Oh no, I was saying like, yeah, he used to be an awesome dancer until he broke his knee or something. He took an arrow to the knee. Yeah, that old meme.
I used to be an adventurer like you until I took a guiding bolt to the knee. Okay, so back to Golden Fields. As you guys are getting there, dusk is kind of setting in. Do y'all want to go straight on to the next thing, or did you want to rest in Golden Fields, or
Well, take a beer.
all right, back to the bar?
Ren will definitely vote for a long rest if those are available. If everybody else wants to move right on, that's fine too.
Tristan
the
will
rest
make
would be
no
nice.
emphasis on needing a long rest, but on the other hand, he won't fight the group on going to the next adventure.
Yeah, same here. Like Kieran's pretty good to go if if you guys want to. If not, he would not say no to a beer.
Andre's under the impression we're gonna go deal with the millstone issue next.
That's
If
where they
Andrew
were
goes
wolves?
Tristan into going to the mill, Tristan will go to the mill.
That was where they were wolves, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
the beast of some sort.
Or you want to go in the middle of the night?
A wolf, apparently, yes.
Is it middle of the
Well,
night? I thought it was day, and that's why we went to.
It's getting
It's
dusk.
dusk.
Oh, it's
yeah.
dusk. Okay, I missed it.
The
Sorry.
sun is setting.
I mean that
yeah.
was the original idea. Crypt during the day, wolf during the night. But I think some of us are
Yeah.
more tired than we expected to be.
Well, you can go. Who needs spell slots when you have crossbow?
I still have most of my spells. And my most important spell is Aid, and it lasts for a lot of hours still.
Yeah, Kieran still has a lot of anger to share. If need be.
Oh,
Who needs
is
spell
Tristan,
slots when you have anger issues?
is Tristan's max HP still affected by 8?
Yeah, it's 8 hours.
Tristan eats another good berry.
Well, I give you.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to calculate in that. Hold up, let me add another good berry.
I
Yeah,
give
I
you
mean, I still
like,
have the good berries, but yeah.
But no,
give
I
you
still have like 11 of them. So
I'm gonna ask you guys actually.
Tristan remembers that he's still under the effect of the spell and pops in another good berry.
I've never seen the rule that's written this way, but the game that I play in, the DM uses, I don't know if it's homebrewed or if it's rules as written. And it just came up for the first time the last time we played. We had a character who tried to down 4 health potions in a row. And he made
that doesn't seem
him
healthy.
Yeah, so he actually made him roll a constitution check to see if the last one was effective. Have you guys ever seen a rule like that?
The
No.
closest
I-
thing
I
I
believe.
wouldn't be aware of is the potion
Right.
the mixing potions
Yeah.
rules, but
I mean, a healing potion is basically a healing spell put in water
Right,
or
right.
in liquid. So it's the same as using a wand or having it cast by someone else. So I
Yeah,
don't
I
think it's an issue. I mean, it would make more sense that you cannot eat like 40 good berries in a row, maybe.
Right, and that's really what I'm thinking is like, okay, if we're playing it at least in game wise, like, hey, this one berry completely quenches all hunger, all thirst, or whatever, and heals you. Like,
Like there might be a
at
limit of
some
how
point
many
there need to
good
be a
berries.
cap on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Oh,
don't
so are
know
we
what's-
doing Sensu bean good berries?
the way I do it, yeah, for good berries, like the first 3 is fine.
Yeah.
But then after that, it's a DC 10 to not just vomit it up.
Okay.
And then
Let me
then-
think on that because I
For
don't
which
want
time
to just
period
like
per day?
the fourth, so like the fourth one would be a DC 10 to not vomit. Then the fifth one would be DC 11, and then
sure.
DC 12.
Do you
If
want to
the-
do this going forward? Because I'm just gonna let you know, Kieran just had like 11 of them.
Right.
Yeah,
at once,
well,
so-
that's actually what's bringing it up. I mean, not even you guys were healed by something that I'm not going to tell you, but it's I've been thinking about it for a little bit just because you can make so many of them.
Yeah, if I still have spell slot at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
and I'm really, as a DM, like I give you guys a lot of opportunity for resting,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't want to like single that spell out in particular, Yark. It's just that it kind of eliminates all need for other healing as often as I
Well,
give you guys rest.
It's a very powerful.
It is kind
out,
of broken.
out of combat healing, though.
right.
So it's just out of combat. In combat, it's not useful, really. Like 4
It's
HP
still
per
Yeah,
pretty
it's
round.
like
useful to
5
bring people
HP a
back up,
turn.
though. Yeah.
It's like a whole bunch
I
of
just
little
want to think about it.
potions.
Like I said, I don't want to single like in particular that spell out because I know you know built your character kind of around that to some degree. But I do think that it's a little bit mechanic breaking.
Yeah, what are hit dice?
I feel
Yeah.
if there is like 3 good berries that are free every so often, let's say every day, and then like the rest do a DC something Constitution check.
Yeah.
That makes a lot
I
of
like
sense.
that actually, but let me think about it some more. And like I said, I don't want you to think that I'm like calling that out on you in particular. Just it does seem to like completely negate any need for any other type of healing.
Yeah, if you ask me, it would be like 1 good berry plus Constitution modifier per short rest maximum,
Mhm.
something like that.
That's not
that
bad
actually
either,
seems
yeah.
like it would make good sense.
Yeah.
Let me write that down actually.
Something to think about also is the fact that we take so few short rests because we don't need that. Short healing does impact eye a little bit because warlocks with no short rests, it
Mhm.
feels very bad.
Right.
But we can do short rest if you want.
Yeah. I
Oh,
also
Yeah, we can
recover
do
stuff
that
on
for you
short
if you need
rest.
it.
No, not for me. It's just that I don't know. Like she doesn't ask for them, but I play a warlock in my other campaign, and I know that sometimes it just feels a little bad if they never come up, and you always have to be like asking for short rests. I don't know, just something I thought about.
Next level, I will need short rests a lot too,
Yeah.
because my bardic inspiration will be on short rest. So
My
I
seals
won't be the
are
only
short
one.
rest.
Andre likes short rest because he's lazy.
Well,
And he likes good
sorry
berries
to get
because
out of
he's
character.
hungry.
Yeah.
Sorry to get out of character there. I've kind of been meaning to talk to you guys about that, and I keep forgetting. But okay, so Yark is at the bar. Kieran went to the bar. Who else was going with him? Eyes with you guys for the time being.
Uh,
If
And-
Andrew wants to go hunt a wolf with Tristan and a necromancer, I'm sure he can convince them. But
no, I was gonna say if not everybody's going, but he would ask Tristan to help him keep an eye on Yartil. Yartil, am I saying that right?
Garfield,
Jartail is kind of how
Jartail.
I.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yartel.
You can call him whatever you want. It's not going to hurt my feelings. Might hurt his feelings.
Can we find him a place to take a bath?
Sure. Okay, so as you guys get to the bar, the druid who kind of sent you on this quest is sitting there some more. He's drowning his sorrows today. But he kind of looks a little bit more happy actually as you walk in, and he sees you guys return and waves you over. For those of you who are there.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, I'd have to say it's going a lot better. The plants tell me that life is returning to our fields.
Yep, that makes sense.
What did you do?
Well, we removed the guy that was sucking the life out of this place.
What?
Yep,
Someone was in the crypt,
yep,
draining the life out of this entire region.
yep.
You see him look kind of shocked, and
Yep, I was surprised too. And I need the beer now.
he pays for your beer.
Oh, thanks.
You get a big old glass of hopefully not piss.
Yarrick takes a little sip.
Tastes delicious.
Looking at Andre if he's around.
It's citrusy and hoppy.
Is this bar the same place we would be taking him to go wash up and take care of his
It's
wounds, or?
attached to the inn, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep, should be fine now.
Well, I'll have to get some of the others and go take a look at it, make sure we don't need to go through any type of cleansing rituals. But thank you very much for your help in that. A lot
Yeah,
of
no
people
problem.
a lot of people are gonna be fed because of you.
Yep.
And if there's anything we can do in the future for you, please just let us know, and we'll be more than happy to help as much
Ah.
as we can.
Sorry.
Well, I have a lot of vegetables, but I don't have any meat. Do you have any meat?
We don't do a lot of meat around here.
Oh, Karen
We
won't be happy.
we mostly treat the animals as if they were living creatures that deserve respect. In
That
fact, many of
is-
us talk to them. Many of them are my friends. So please, don't go killing any of the animals.
Well, usually when I
Well-
eat animals, I don't speak with them first.
Well, I speak to most of them at least once a day. So please, refrain from killing them if you will.
Okay.
We have heard rumors of some sort of wall pest on the sawmill. I don't imagine this would be one of your animal friends.
Oh, absolutely not. Most of the wild creatures are giving the mill quite a wide berth at the moment. I
Do
haven't
you know-
actually had a chance to talk with any of them and figure out exactly what has spooked them so much, but if they're avoiding it right now, so am I.
Fair enough. You may, depending on what the rest of my friends decide, it might be good to avoid it for one more night. After that, we should be taking care of the problem.
Well, if that's the case, I wish you the best of luck, but it seems like something very dangerous has taken up residence in that particular region of the forest.
Oh, dealing with dangerous things is what we do.
Well, it's good you're here then. Seems like this particular bit of land is quite cursed at the moment. There's a lot going on, and we've had our fair share of troubles here lately.
Anything besides the crop and the wolf? Oh, and the giants, I suppose.
Well, the giants are quite a problem. They have been raiding some of our shipments to the cities, but that's normal. It's just a little bit more regular at the moment. They seem to be hitting our convoys of vegetables and produce a little bit more often than they used to. At least if what I've been told is to be believed, their chief is on some sort of hell-bent crusade to become the largest giant in the world. So she's consuming everything she can get her hands on. Damn fool of a giant thinks that if she's the biggest, she'll have the most respect.
That's why we respect Curran the most.
We do?
Do they respect you the least?
Yeah.
We do.
Hangs his head.
Tristan laughs.
Kern's just kind of sitting there glaring, just from the distance, just glaring.
Love you, Karen.
When you say she's aiming to become the biggest giant, is this does her height change with eating, or are we just after the world's fattest giant?
Tristan, you must not get captured by this giant, because if she eats your ego, she will be the biggest giant ever.
Oh, burn.
Wait, I'm sorry. What was the question again?
Well, I mean, Tristan was just asking if that's like the largest giant means the tallest or the fattest giant, but that was kind of just RP question, though.
So
And-
G looks at you and says, are you familiar with giants at all, Master Knight?
Only what I have heard through stories, I suppose. Am I familiar with giants beyond like
You tell me. I don't think anything in your backstory would suggest that.
No, no. I mean, I lived in Waterdeep, so
Yeah.
big brute things that
Well-
attack combos near Waterdeep, but I don't know if I would.
Yeah. So I'll say this. Especially in Waterdeep, you probably would have at least seen some giants before. Some of the different types of giants maintain like at least lukewarm relations with what they call the small folk. Probably you would have seen like frost giants would be the most common. There are a few friendly frost giants that kind of roam, and they're very big. Think like 18 to 20 feet tall. G looks at you and he says, "Well, the giants have a sort of pecking order that they believe was given to them by their god. And if you're not familiar with them, you'll soon find out why the hill giants are at the very bottom of that list. They're quite dumb. The intelligence is not any of their strong suits. I've had the displeasure once of actually seeing their chief. We at one point had some trade relation with them. We offered them some food in an attempt to get them to stop raiding our carts, but they saw it as some sort of tax, and it didn't last very long. But she is a disgusting creature. I don't believe she's been able to move in several years. And if rumors are true, she's only gotten fatter in that time. For some reason, she thinks that being the fattest, ugliest giant is going to earn the respect of her god for some dumb reason. But the good news with that is if you were to cross her, there's not a lot she could do to chase you down. But I don't know why you would ever need to even go to her. But she's the source of our issues at the moment. But it has happened before. It will probably pass at some point. But they do seem to be more active.
Finally, an enemy that's slower than me.
I was about to say.
She is quite special, and not in a good way.
If she is the source of the troubles with giants, why hasn't anyone in the city removed her or her band of giants in the past?
Well, to be honest, Golden Fields is important to the various cities of the Sword Coast, but not so much that it deserves or earns any kind of military excursions from any of the lords. And as I'm sure you can tell, we are not really outfitted for any type of military action ourselves. Mostly we grow plants here. Now, I talk about how dumb these giants are, but they do have a fierceness to them, and there's a reason they're able to stop our convoys and steal our food all the time. They are fierce warriors, and I think actually how do I put this? Their idiocy actually makes them a little bit more of a fearsome opponent. They don't really know when to stop sometimes, and they're quite strong, even if they are the smallest of the giants.
All right, but shouldn't we start with the mill or something?
We're still waiting for the scouts, so yeah, we should start with the mill rather than the giants. Are we to head there after the current round of drinks?
If you want to.
Y'all tell me?
I'd be fine with that.
Curran would like a drink, please.
A drink appears.
Beautiful.
Has
Like the most
Tristan
chill
seen?
drink.
Has Tristan seen the rest of his party paying for these drinks, or is like the town offering?
G is currently buying them for you guys. You guys did him a big favor, so he's getting you some drinks.
I'll get a drink as well if you don't mind. Tristan will say. He will not volunteer that he's broke, but he will
a drink appears for you as well. You guys got
Cheers
anything else at
to-
all, or?
To a job well done and another to be soon accomplished.
So real quick, above out of character. Sorry, not
Mhm.
above out of character, just out of character. What you guys have kind of earned from doing that side quest for this guy is once you guys take ownership of your keep, regular shipments of crops will be arriving. They're
Nice.
going to provide you guys with a lot of fresh produce all the time, and it
Very
will be
cool.
enough to kind of help your keep grow a little bit.
Sweet.
Yeah. So it's not money, but it's going to play into.
It's what we
Your
would
lordship.
spend money on anyways. So
Well, I mean, you guys would probably just let him starve, but you know.
And we got a necromancer.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. He'll just keep you alive.
Hmm.
Okay, so are you guys going straight to the mill? Is that the next stop?
So that depends on the spellcasters, I think.
Yeah.
Like,
I have exactly one first level spell slot left and nothing else, but I don't want to like hold back
Yeah.
anybody else for long
Wait,
rest.
wait,
I'm
wait,
fine
wait.
with the crossbow.
you
Well-
have a level of exhaustion and you do not have third level spells, right?
I have one third level spell because I always have to keep
Okay.
one available, right, for Revivify, unfortunately.
Right.
The cleric
That
tax.
was my
but-
question.
no, we're good on that. I always have one third, at least one third, ready for that. But I won't like. I'll be able to cast exactly one cure wounds in combat if it's needed, and then that's me.
That's-
But if everybody else is fine, stock up on good berries. I have my trusty crossbow. Let's go get him.
So before we move on at all, you guys
Okay.
see Dribblebeard come up and speak to I. And basically all you can hear is that Leosin has actually sent a messenger who has some words for her in private. And she goes off to speak with him. And she tells you it's probably going to be a little bit. And she'll rejoin you at the mill if she can, or if you guys come back. So rather than me try to run her character, I'm just going to
sure, no, that's perfect.
sideline her.
In character, Tristan will be curious about that, but out of character, she's not here, so.
Yeah, we can cover that when she's back.
All right. So you want to go to the mill? Let's go then.
Let's go.
I start by casting
Ah.
aid.
Oh, didn't you already?
Ooh.
Didn't you say it lasts for? Or is the
I-
other people?
Well,
Where you get-
the first aid was level 3, and it was for Corinne, Tristan, and I. And this aid is only level 2, and it's for me, Ren, and Andrew. So it's 5 HP max each.
So we're not long resting, correct?
Nah, I think just short rest.
Okay.
So, question: how far is it to the mill? Like, how many short rests could we get in there? Because I just realized that I have Harness Divine Power, which lets me use like my Channel Divinity to regain spell slots. I get that every short rest, so maybe if we have multiple short rests, or is that not how it works?
I don't think it works like that.
I think you
Okay.
only get 2 channel divinities per
Yeah,
day.
there's a set amount of channel divinities.
And you can use a short rest to change them into spell slots.
So the mill is probably at least like an hour to an hour and a half walk from the city gates, or I'm sorry, the gates of Goldenfield. But I don't think travel time would qualify as a short rest, unfortunately, because it's got to be like a dedicated time where you really don't do anything other than eat, drink, read, and tend to wounds.
Well,
is
we
what
did
it
a short
says.
rest at the inn before.
How
going
about the
to
bar?
I was
rest.
gonna
Yeah.
say I would count that as a short rest if you wanted it to be,
Yeah,
Uh,
why not?
but travel time wouldn't qualify.
Um,
So
Right.
yeah, Tristan, when I TPK everybody, just
Mhm.
remember, Eye's alive. She'll come save you guys. I guess.
I barely used any spell slots in that fight. So
Next session, I mysteriously runs into 5 strangers and happens to
I'm
trip
right.
them.
I'm still good, and even if I have no spell slots, I can just dance around enemies.
if
Still
I
efficient, like-
if Endry asks Yartil to stay, maybe with I and Gobblebottom, does he seem
Yeah.
like he'll actually stay till we return?
Make an insight check. You guys don't know this guy at all, so I mean,
Right.
he seems genuine. All right, Indri. With that, I'll give you this. Even though you're playing the trickster here,
Mm-hmm.
you've given him like the first act of kindness that he's seen probably in 100 years. Like, not that he hasn't, he hasn't really warranted an act of kindness in a
Right.
long time, but you're the first person to actually take the time to like even ask him, like, hey, do you want to like, change your ways? Do you want to live, or do you want us to just slit your throat right here? So for some reason, I would say with that insight check, you can kind of glean that he trusts you. Maybe not trust, but he's
Got a
gonna do what you
hesitant
ask.
trust.
For
Yeah,
now.
I get it. Okay, well, I'm gonna
Until
tell
you-
him, yeah, hang out here, lick your wounds. We wouldn't want him to get hurt while we go
Yeah.
deal with this
He
beast.
starts to lick his knee. He's like, I don't know why I'm doing this, but
I was thinking that.
he hasn't been around people in a long time. He's not familiar with that phrase. He's like,
Yeah,
this is
Endry probably
the fate
isn't
thing?
either, really. But
Okay. So you guys are back on the road, kind of walking towards the sawmill.
As soon as the sawmill is in sight, I'll cast Longstrider on myself.
Well, the sun goes down as you guys are nearing the sawmill. The moon actually starts to rise a bit. So there's faint light throughout the forest as you kind of near. It's a sparse forest. Like, it's not a like horribly overgrown forest like the Forest of Worms was. And it lacks the same like feel of magic emanating all around it. But whereas that forest had like a lot of wildlife in it, night creatures kind of singing and owls hooting and that kind of thing. This one is completely silent. There's no movement, no sign of life, nothing stirring. The wind isn't even blowing. Like, it's just still as death. But as you guys continue on this path that they told you about in order to get to the sawmill, you do begin to hear like the trickle of water, because there is a stream that kind of runs along right next to the sawmill that they use for actually transporting logs up and down. Let me get you to the screen. Oh, did I not? Give me 1 second.
Okey doke.
I guess I forgot to put your character tokens on there.
I bet Yartail would really like this dead forest. Seems like his jam.
Well, wouldn't he prefer the kind of place that he can extract life from?
Not anymore.
Right.
Above table, I appreciate you all letting me adopt a necromancer as a pet.
It's hilarious.
You think Tristan doesn't want to learn about necromancy?
All right. So as you guys near the sawmill, a pretty grisly sight kind of unfolds in front of you.
Uh,
There are the remains of sawmill workers just strewn about that have just been ripped to absolute shreds. Body parts are everywhere. Arms just removed, legs removed. Um, torsos clawed open. It is a nasty, nasty scene.
I thought,
Smells awful here.
It does smell like death, just death and decay.
I
Tell you
thought
what, actually,
the
I'm gonna give you
crypt
guys
was in a bad state.
I don't know why I even bothered to shade this out. Like, I'm not gonna let you guys explore it, but
Maybe I could make a little man's tiny hut and we could wait for them or something.
got that spell description for me again? I forget that one in particular.
It's a fun spell.
Okay. So there's nothing that can penetrate this.
No, it requires like a disintegration or something.
Or a dispel magic, I think.
Dispel
Oh yeah,
magic.
it's magic.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, if you want to do that, it's fine. So this one in particular is not like a different plane. Okay.
Tunneling creatures can go under it because it's just a dome.
Right. But okay.
Rarely relevant, but
Just to be clear, you cannot like fire something from within the
no.
tiny hut, right?
No, but you can move through it freely.
Ah.
So you can move outside and shoot and come back. I think.
You could.
I'm the only one that cannot because if I move outside, it disappears.
So you're just gonna chill inside during whatever
I think.
fight happens.
It's just a turret with all the like people with ranged attacks like coming up out of it, firing and going back into it.
Well, creatures
it-
and objects within the dome when you cast this spell can move through it freely, so you can use a crossbow from it from inside.
That was my
Let's see.
question, but that sounds like potentially very broken.
Well, you have to first thing it takes at least 1 minute to cast, so you cannot do that in the middle of a fight.
Well, creatures and objects within the dome when you cast spells. Creatures and objects within the dome when you cast a spell can move through it freely.
So yeah, you could shoot bolts from the dome to outside creatures.
Yeah, I mean it reads like that to me.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Boomerangs
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
The only thing that sucks with boomerang, it doesn't come back if you hit anybody with it. So
But I mean, I can cast that, and if we want to wait for them, we can wait into from within the dome because it's safer. We could even do a long rest in it if needed. If we see that like there's too many enemies or something. So it's not a bad first thing to do. It costs nothing except 11 minutes of our time.
And in the meantime, we can look around the area, figure out if there's anything more than like mangled corpses around here. Anything.
So I
More
suppose I just do the dome, everybody inside, and then you can move out and look at in the area, and they'll be there.
Fair enough.
okay. I mean, is that what you're doing?
Yep.
10-foot radius. So why don't you
Draw the circle.
Go where you want, and then do a 10-foot radius around your character.
I suppose I could go like there probably.
Okay, and then I'll try to draw it around you.
And we need to start around him, because otherwise we're barred from the tiny hut.
Like that.
Okay.
If I read it properly, as you start inside, you can get out and get back in without any trouble.
It's very
Yeah,
rough, but that
but we
way,
need
like
to
if
start there.
you can take it off and you can know where you can move inside of it. Okay. Okay. Cool. That's there until you either leave it or
Wrong layer.
lose it.
Can anyone draw the circle, or I don't see it?
Oh, did I not? Oh man, dang it! I'm on GM. I'm sorry.
I made a circle and aura, but
Yeah.
maybe you can't see it.
Sorry,
I
I
cannot
drew it.
see
I just
the-
drew it on the GM layer.
Just click right click on it and move it to token.
It's okay.
Just the same thing that
You
you
see
will
it?
need to do with all the enemy tokens in a bit.
And if I have time, I'll just cast Speak with Animals as a ritual from within the dome, I suppose.
Okay. Are you trying to speak with?
It's oh, and Lemon's tiny hut is not concentration, and it is a ritual casting spell.
No, it lasts for 8 hours.
Well, while you guys investigate, I'm gonna stay here and keep Yarick some company.
Very well. Tristan will definitely go out and investigate.
Okay.
Don't go too far.
Anybody that's investigating, go ahead and give me an investigation check. I'll let this be everybody think.
Wow, I did much better than I thought I
19,
was.
12. Okay.
As did I.
So
And still Ren wins.
Well, I have a -2 to mine.
yeah,
Oh, sorry.
that's
Oh,
not
I have
bad,
a plus
actually.
0, and she has a plus 2. So
Yeah. Okay, so as you guys move about the sawmill here, of course, you notice everything that I've already told you about. The workers were just slaughtered. But you do notice some really, really deep claw marks in a lot of the walls and the posts that are holding this thing up. That are just incredibly deep. Something with giant claws came through here and marked this place up pretty bad. There are also just patches of like tufted fur. Like you can tell that some of the people here tried to fight back. A couple of them have like small blades or hooks that they might use for the kind of work they were doing, but nothing looks like it was a match for whatever attacked them. If you guys, with Ren and Tristan in particular, with those checks, you do actually find some tracks. There are unmistakably wolf tracks among them, but there's also something much, much bigger.
Where are they leading?
It's really difficult to tell. It looks like whatever pack of wolves this was everywhere.
Can Curran see that?
Yeah, I'll say that Kieran could see that too. That's not hard to spot.
Okay. Could I roll like with like a survival or something like that to check that? Because I know Kieran, he's like he lives in the woods and stuff. So he's
Sure.
pretty good at that.
Yeah, sure. Are you just wanting to see which direction they go, or?
Yeah, just kind of see if there's anything I can see, what with my knowledge of animals and being out in the woods and everything.
Maybe how many or stuff like that, but
Okay. Yeah.
Well, never mind.
Womp womp.
Tristan is not gonna try
Tell you
to
what,
find
actually,
tracks.
Kieran, since since you in particular, I mean, that's one of the details in your backstory is that you know some stuff about wolves. Roll again with advantage.
Way better.
Oh yeah. much better.
So it looks like there were at least probably a dozen different animals. And one in particular that was much bigger, and you can kind of trace the path of the larger one through to a lot of the body parts that are here. You can kind of surmise that it's the one that did the killing, like most of it, at least. But whenever you're trying to figure out where they went, the footprints kind of scatter throughout the camp. So kind of towards the north, away from the stream, it looks like the pack just kind of dissolved into the forest around you.
All right, Ren is gonna go back into the little hut and communicate this to Yarick and Endry
Okay.
and ask, what do you guys think we should do? Should we wait here? Should we go looking for them?
Maybe I could ask like birds or something where they went.
So there's nothing here. Remember, because that's the one thing that G told you is that the animals were actually avoiding this part of the woods.
Even birds. Oh.
I mean,
Everything.
I could.
I forgot to mention to you guys, I actually can speak to animals as well. I totally forgot about that.
Really?
Yeah, I have speak with animals first and beast sense.
Oh,
Nice.
I didn't know you got that with that.
Maybe I should choose another spell then.
Have some conversations with Gobblebottom.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah, but he's
Bear, are
something
you ready to
dumb.
roleplay Gobble
I
Bottom?
was about to say, you guys are going to make me roleplay a horse, aren't you?
Of course.
Well, Kern's not much of a conversationalist, so
Well, I cast detect magic then. Maybe there's be something interesting.
Let me look up. the
If I
notes
have to
here.
be waiting there, at least I'll do something.
Let me look one thing up before I give you an answer on that.
So, Ren, is the big animal a dragon?
No, I think if it were a dragon, things would be a lot more burnt than they currently are.
That one blue one shot lightning.
Well, lightning still burns, doesn't it?
I guess you're right.
it causes
You're right.
things to burn.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, so there's actually some debate on whether or not detect magic would pick up what is about to happen to you.
That was worded weird.
Yeah, that wasn't ominous at all.
Give me one. I'm reading. Give me 1 second.
Oh, you're good.
There is.
All right. So
After
here,
you read, but before you reveal what it is, Tristan will at least try to. It's probably not gonna matter, but he will try to look for invisible things. Since...
Okay. So here's. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but this is the reason that I'm going to tell you that it does not detect anything. So the way that it's written, detect magic works on ordered patterned magic, active spells, magic items, effects that explicitly mimic spells by name. If you can't dispel magic it, then you can't detect magic it. Make sense?
Absolutely.
Okay. So you detect nothing. Beyond just like the normal kind of like buzz of magic
And
that is always present.
the
All right.
dagger, the dome.
Well, I'm gonna go ask the lady if she has any ideas what we should do. I'll be right back. Ren's gonna like step out of the hut and start flipping over her marked cards, and I will cast augury as a ritual.
Is Ren
Alright,
going
casting
crazy?
gem
She's-
inlaid sticks, rolling dragon bones, blah blah blah, whatever your ritual is. Yep. Within the next 30 minutes, the DM chooses from the following possible omens.
So the course of action that I'm asking about is if we stay put in the Petite Chalet?
Whoa.
Oh shit. Alright, after receiving that, Ren's gonna run in and be like, alright, so I spoke to the lady. She kind of told us to book it. So
Do they know who the lady is?
oh
Well,
yeah, the lady is Timora,
Okay.
my goddess.
I wasn't sure if you had said that to anyone yet. I know
Yeah,
we talked
yeah.
about this before, but
We like call her the lady. Anyway, it's a whole thing. Yeah, she said like bad stuff will happen if we stay here, specifically in this little tiny hut. Or, you know, I assume without the tiny hut as well, but I don't actually know. But it
This
would be
tiny hut
bad.
is pretty safe.
aren't we?
Probably would be safer underground or.
Okay, but like think with me. What if they like something bad shows up and they see the tiny hut and they just sit outside the tiny hut for like a day until the tiny hut finishes and then they just eat us?
Well, I can cast it again.
it does
Aren't-
take a minute.
Aren't we kind of like?
Well, it takes 11 minutes, but I have 8 hours to cast it.
Aren't we like looking for bad stuff?
Well, we're looking to do bad stuff to other things, not for bad stuff to happen to us. I think there's a very important difference.
And I can create food and water. I mean, I could live a whole year in my tiny hut.
Okay, but wait, like
I
once you
vote against living
started
with character
casting
here
the
in Tiny
second
Hut.
hut, the first hut would go down, would it not? If we're getting technical about this,
Can you layer them? I actually don't know.
because
Like, can you cast it in
Yeah.
the same location while you're already in it?
I think if
I
you
think it will only
I don't
reset the
know.
timer.
like, you can't cast any magic inside the hut, right?
Yes,
or
I
can
can.
you? Oh, you can. Okay, never mind.
It
Yeah, I don't
can-
think it
just
says that, but
it cannot go through the
Outside
hut. I
of
cannot
it,
like
yeah.
cast a
Oh,
fireball
okay.
that go through the hut.
Well, the tiny hut is always the same size, so it would need to go through the tiny hut. It would overlap the border of the tiny hut.
so I'm reading the description again. It doesn't really say anything about whether or not like spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. So,
The way
it doesn't say anything about resetting the timer.
if you have the slot, like, I was imagining you'd have to step outside of it and just cast
That's
it again.
kind of what I'm thinking too. Just because of the way that it's kind of worded about spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. So you can't use any spells from inside that at least like are going to go outside for an attack. I don't know.
Maybe if it comes up, we just move along for now.
Sure,
Yeah.
that's fine.
So, Ren, you think that we should leave? Is that what you're saying?
I think we should not remain here inside this hut. Maybe we hide in the trees. Maybe we. I don't know. I just know it's gonna be bad if we stay here. I trust the lady, and she's never been wrong before.
So as you guys are having this conversation, you begin to hear the howl of wolves.
What are they saying?
They're howling. They're not really
I
saying
don't have
anything.
my I changed to detect magic, so never mind. I do not understand their speech
and
anymore.
even then, like it's just really howling is more just like, hey, we're over here. So it's not necessarily words. It doesn't have a translation, I don't think. More just kind of communicating location. You hear it all around you.
Well,
But they're
I
a little
guess
bit away.
the wolves are coming.
Surprising absolutely no one in this group.
Corinne, do you have Any idea where that is coming from? It seems to be from everywhere.
I think Kieran went AFK real quick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, we did.
sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
he said
there
in the
he is.
chat.
If you guys want, we can take a real quick break. Just I actually kind of need to use the bathroom anyway. And
Sure.
I would like
That's
to get
good for
something
me.
to drink real quick. Let's take 5 since we're waiting on him anyway, and I don't want to start without him. So
Sounds good.
sounds good.
All right.
Is anyone hanging out?
I'm still here.
Obviously, I mean, I don't, to me, like, you're always gonna get woe if there's gonna be combat.
Really? Is that how it works?
That's how I always interpret it, personally.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like combat that might go poorly for your party. But I don't actually know. This is the second time I've used this spell ever, I think.
And obviously, I mean, it's a very heavy DM discretion spell.
Hmm.
And especially with combat, which is probably the most like dice rolly dependent thing in the game. It's hard to say whether combat's gonna go good or bad unless it's like, if we fought an adult dragon right now or something.
Yeah, super fair.
Yeah.
Above table, I totally don't mind staying for combat, even if it's like hard combat. It's just Ren would definitely want to book it
Oh
if she
yeah.
received woe.
Um,
I loved you adopting the necromancer, by the way. That was so cool. Like, Ren doesn't care, but like above table, I was feeling kind of bad to have to kill him. Like, I was feeling a little bit sorry for him.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
very cool that you adopted him.
Yarrick still thinks we should kill that guy. He's probably dead to
Definitely the
injuries.
smart choice to kill him, I think. Like, I think it'll bite us in the butt. But, I don't know.
Right.
Second chances, right?
I was also starting to feel kind of bad for him, and after asking him if he had any friends, and he said no, it's like, oh, that's so
I
sad.
know.
I mean, it's
Poor
very
guy.
lawful good to try to turn him away from his ways. But
it-
yeah,
But Endre is neither lawful nor good.
I'm chaotic.
Well,
good.
I don't know if it's good.
you're not lawful neither. Oh no.
One
No
thing, I mean, he hasn't
surprise.
really shared it except with Tristan, but Andre like convinced a bandit guard like that he was a hero and went to like go fight an owlbear, and now like this bandit clan was like chasing Andre for revenge. And that's what
Nice.
Tristan saved him from.
Hey, what alignment do you think Yarrick is?
Chaotic. Definitely chaotic something.
I feel like
Yep.
lawful good, maybe chaotic good, or neutral.
I think chaotic neutral or chaotic good.
Chaotic good. But yes, sometimes a bit of how can we say that? He's like really good most of the time, but sometimes he can get a bit aggressive in his ways.
I wonder what Kieran is. Kieran is the big question mark for me. I don't know. I don't.
Probably
I'm-
neutral or
Yeah, true neutral, right?
good maybe.
Ooh,
Is he
I
on
don't
the
know
chaotic
eyes
side?
either. Do you guys think eyes good or neutral?
Lawful evil.
Oh shit.
Lawful Evil is an awesome alignment.
Yeah.
It is.
It is.
Not
Huh,
that Tristan would know anything about that.
Of course not.
Tristan is lawful evil and Yarrick is chaotic good, and somehow
He's trying
we
to
get
imitate.
along together.
Do you still want the same armor now that you have seen it?
Yeah.
It's gonna
It
be
would
so
be
weird
awesome.
with Yarrick.
It will be awesome.
Welcome back, Curran.
Thanks. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're cool.
We were discussing what was your alignment. I'm thinking you're neutral good.
I imagine
I
true
think true
neutral.
neutral.
Yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure that's what I made it. I forget sometimes.
Yeah, I like changes.
Yeah.
Wait, where is that on the sheet on here?
Description should be.
I am back.
Ah, neutral good. Yep.
Bear, what's your alignment as a DM? We're discussing alignments.
Chaotic
Chaotic
evil, for
neutral.
sure.
Nice, nice.
No. Uh,
If there was
Hmm.
ever a lawful evil person, it would be Bear. Yeah. He follows the rules, but he keeps assaulting us with bad guys. Like,
It's a popular DM alignment.
Chaotic neutral. You never know what's coming.
that's probably most accurate, I think. Is everybody back? Or-
Yep.
Yep.
Cool. So,
So
what are
for
we
the
doing?
record, Tristan will hold until like it sounds like the wolves are pretty close by, but as soon as that happens, he would switch to like he would grab his greatsword and he would do like the radiant soul thing, the wings and
yeah, and
fly up.
Curran, you might have missed it, but we just heard Howls.
Howling.
Ooh.
Lots
Wheels
and
on
lots
wheels.
Of howling.
Like I
Okay.
used to
Meals
wait
on
until we would
pause.
be right.
Yeah, I remember you saying Wolf is your favorite, so.
Actually, I need to look something else up. Good lord, sorry.
So let me willingly reduce my AC.
Were you guys able to tell how big this other creature is?
Really big.
Maybe it's a giant's pet.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Maybe it's an actual giant. Aren't there giants around here?
And it's howling. I guess I'm not on tent.
Could be a werewolf giant.
Could be.
That'd be
Could be.
That'd be scary.
Were rabbit.
Where rabbit?
I know what I'm doing for my next campaign now, though.
A werewolf
some ideas.
giant or a were rabbit?
Both.
A were rabbit giant.
I have a guy in one of the game that I play in who is a were raven.
Ah,
Oh shit,
Oh.
that's cool.
Yeah, which features heavily in Curse of
Right,
Strahd.
Raven loves yeah. And those are like the
That's a
one of the good lycanthropes, right? Like in
chaotic
general.
good. You have I think it's lawful good. Actually, you have to have that alignment to not struggle with it. But anyway, so what are we doing now that you guys have heard all this howling?
I'm waiting for them to come nearby, and when we look like we're gonna be in combat, I'm deploying wings and flying up.
I think Ren.
Yeah, Kieran's gonna pull out his axe and he's gonna try to take a nice defensive position. How far up is this the platform we're on?
It's not like terribly tall. You've played Skyrim, right?
Yeah, is it like the wood log thingy or whatever?
Yeah. So like the sawmills in Skyrim. Think like that size. Probably a little bit bigger, like inside of it, but that height.
So they can just jump up here from any angle, right?
Oh yeah, you're not protected.
Okay.
In here.
Okay.
Okay.
Probably get
We should
protected.
probably keep within sight of the tiny hut,
Yeah, I
just to give them a better chance to shoot at the enemy.
think Endre and Ren are plotting escape routes.
Yeah, Kieran's gonna just chill right here at the entrance to kind of protect it, so you guys can pop out if need be. You know, I don't know how many doors does this thing have on it?
The sawmill?
No,
Or
the hut.
The tiny hut, everything's a door.
There's no doors. It's basically you can shift through it. It's a forced door.
Oh, okay, cool. This is my first
It-
time actually ever seeing one like in
It's-
game. So
It's opaque from outside and you can see through it from inside.
okay,
And you guys can go out in and out as you wish. If I go out, the dome disappears. So I have to stay inside.
then definitely
Tristan
gonna
will
stay
take the
near
other
dome.
side and make a point of not being like he will go close to the tiny hut, but only as close as Corinne goes to the tiny hut.
The,
Yeah.
yeah.
So give
I don't
me
think
an,
Corinne even notices or cares, but Tristan does.
Tristan and Kieran, since
Oh.
you guys are actually outside the hut still, or the
Oh.
area.
Ren
go
would
ahead,
be
Ren.
outside too, because
Okay.
since the augury was woe for staying inside the hut, she's just gonna step outside and hope that that's enough to circumvent the bad result.
Okay, maybe.
She'll like hide behind Kieran though.
Might have been woe for anything in this experience, but you guys are outside of. Actually, you guys, it's clear inside too, isn't it? You can see through it.
From inside, we can
From
see.
inside.
From the inside, they
outside.
can.
Give me everybody roll perception. Okay.
Ren is clearly on high alert.
Indri's
After that
just like
augury.
chilling inside the hut, not even looking around, just like I'm safe in here. I don't really care. Okay, so everybody else pretty much. Tristan, you hear things moving in the forest. You don't see anything. Everybody else, you start to see just these large, dark shapes beginning to get closer and closer to the area that's this map, basically. These large wolf-looking creatures begin to move in towards the sawmill.
I'd cast light on a good berry and throw it in their direction to see them better.
Okay, which direction are you throwing it?
The direction I heard the noise was closer to me.
Pick a direction.
It's any direction. The left side then.
Okay. So as you throw it, you catch two of them in the light of that you have on the good berry. And they both kind of like shudder and step back, kind of surprised. But they quickly realize that it's not dangerous and begin to inch forward. And as you guys are looking out,
I need a crossbow.
Is light concentration? Out of curiosity, I don't remember.
Light spell? No,
Light's
it's
a cantrip, so I don't. Are there cantrips that are concentration?
not. I don't think there's a. Yeah, guidance is a concentration cantrip, but
Ah.
light is not concentration.
hold on, let me see
Throw
what you're-
more of those berries out and around so I can see better.
I totally forgot Tristan could fly.
And he's glowing
Tristan's
now if you want more
Rouse
light.
wings.
Incorporeal, luminous wings sprout from your back. And you're just going up
Yeah, at the
Okay.
moment,
30 feet off the ground.
sure.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Make a note of that. Keep an eye on how high you are. Okay.
Will do.
All right. So you guys spot these just monstrous wolves coming from basically all directions. Go ahead and roll initiative. Oh, dang it.
Do we see a big wolf though?
Give me a second. Let me set the stage. Dang.
Ta ta ta. Would have been fun to fight on the logs there in the middle of the water.
Ooh. Nice.
Give me a minute to
I hope you have a
roll.
lot of bolts, Ren.
Oh, I don't want to roll that one yet. anybody played Horizon Zero Dawn?
Such a good game.
No, it's one of my
A little bit.
favorites. I love that game.
I haven't played the new one yet, but
It's not out yet.
oh, that'd be why.
Yeah, I remember I was over at my girlfriend's friend's house one time, right? And it was 420, so I might have smoked a little too much, and got a little sick while I was playing it for the first time. That's the only time I've ever played it, though. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, it's a great game, and it's got a wonderful soundtrack. Okay, so we are gonna kick it off here. Rin, you're up first.
Alright. I will. Oh, that's far. Okay. Ren will just shoot with the crossbow. This dude here, directly in front of
Okay.
her.
That's I actually meant for these to be. I'm not
Uh,
these wrong.
I assume a 10 does not hit.
Does not. No.
Alright, so
Anything else?
Ren will shoot. She'll duck into the hut and say, okay, wolves everywhere. What do we do? And that's my turn.
Or shoot them from inside.
Right.
Do you have another crossbow or something?
No. I have a mace somewhere in my bag. You want it?
No. Well, technically, if an enemy goes next to the dome, I can hit him with a mace. And I have advantage because he cannot see me.
Do you get an attack of opportunity if when you try to put your hand back into the dome?
No, because it's not moving away. There's just a mace getting out of
But
the...
you're
Wolves are not
Back
dumb,
though.
so don't expect that to hold up. It might surprise them once, but okay. Indri.
What kind of? Oh, actually, hold on. Can I? Okay, I was diagonal. I can't see in that direction.
what do you mean?
Cause I don't have dark vision at all.
There's
Isn't
light
But
Tristan
there.
Tristan
glowing?
is glowing.
Oh,
There's light
Tristan
there
glows.
and there.
How much
Yeah.
do you glow though? You're 30 feet up.
That is true. You.
It doesn't say.
It doesn't say. I don't think I give out like
Enough, yeah.
two luminous
say-
and corporeal wings, but
'Cause
I don't think I've.
The
Let's say
the
15
lights-
feet. Like.
the light spell
Uh-huh.
does 40 feet, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm gonna come out over here to this one right in front of the thing.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna cast a firebolt at it.
Okay. 23 will definitely hit. Which one, top or bottom?
The bottom one, like directly in line with Yarick.
All right. So you hear it kind of cry out a little bit, surprised again that you guys are fighting back already, or even putting up a fight, because as you guys can tell, the last crew did not do a whole lot of damage.
Yeah, and he's gonna say, "Flee, run, run," and go back in there.
All right.
I don't imagine Andrew wants to kill regular wolves.
Yeah, not particularly.
All right.
That's a good point. Do these just look like regular wolves?
They are bigger than regular wolves.
Uh-huh.
But regular wolves nonetheless. Like they don't
Just
they don't
short.
look like
demon
You would have-
shadow.
Yeah, nothing like that.
Yeah. Pokemon wolves.
No Pokemon wolves. All right. Sorry, there's a lot of these.
Understandable. It's a whole
I do
pack
this.
of them.
I do this to myself. Give myself a dozen.
Might take some
Tokens.
time.
Yep, Kieran.
All right, I can jump over this pretty easily without issue.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because that puts me pretty close to this dude. So I'm gonna run up to this guy. I'm gonna let out just like a scream of rage because I'm gonna rage, and
Okay.
I'm gonna whap him.
that'll hit. So, what's your bonus? Is it 2 still?
Yep.
All right. So you catch him with your axe. Again, you kind of hear this whimper as you cut him open. He's bleeding a little bit, but not real damaged.
Whap him again.
That will miss. So the wolf,
Okay.
now kind of seeing your first swing, ducks out of the way as you bring it around again. Do anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. That's this one. You're up in the air, so no opportunity attack.
Hmm.
You
I
cut
just
this
realized a
over.
flaw in my plan.
Well, don't tell me about it. Tristan. Let's see if I can.
Sure. Well, fly down here. I need to fly down 30 feet, so I'm gonna be able to fly back up. But I will tap this guy with my sword. Actually, I will put a seal on that wolf.
Okay.
Because why not start reducing direction economy?
Sure.
And whoop,
That will hit.
does that hit?
It does. 17.
So 17
Okay.
does. I'm gonna do. I cannot move anymore, so I will do my second attack on it. Oh, if I miss, I cannot do the seal. I will do my second attack on it nonetheless.
Okay.
Does that hit?
It also hits. And with that, actually, you actually carve this thing up pretty quick.
I move my
A lot of
seal
damage.
to the. Right,
And
sounds
in
good.
case if it's relevant, the radiance only once a turn.
Oh, that's
Oh.
true. That's true. That's
Then-
true. Absolutely true. So
then it's not.
then I use my seal.
Go ahead and roll for it. Good,
5
good enough.
necrotic. So
Okay.
unless he has resistance to necrotic, it's the same damn result.
Nope.
But yeah, you're right, Endry.
Sorry, I didn't know that.
I also missed it.
It's like sneak attack.
All right. So and which one were you moving the seal to?
I cannot move it. I just used the seal to do the damage.
Oh, sorry. Duh.
Right.
I heard you before. Okay. Anything else?
Nope, because I'm out of movement.
All right. So unlucky for Tristan.
Mm-hmm.
And
Crit,
yeah.
of course.
Yeah, that laugh
first
was.
Give me a strength save.
Oh, I'm about to be knocked prone. I see. 1 second.
That was a sadistic DM laugh if I've ever heard one.
Yeah. All right. So
Adios.
it runs up to you, snaps down its jaw, and does 20 points of piercing damage.
Ah,
Gosh.
damnable thing. Yikes.
But you manage to shake off its bite, and you were not knocked prone. Thank God.
Sounds good. You said
'cause I
20, right?
I don't want to kill you the first round of combat here. Yeah, 20.
Got your diamond already, Tristan.
Thank you. They pack quite a punch.
Yark.
I will delay my turn.
Throw more lights out there for me.
I can. Yeah, I will do that. I guess light and a new good berry, and
Okay.
I'll because I cannot cast light on things outside the dome,
Right.
and I'll just put it there.
Okay. Let me. Or who drew that first one?
I did.
Thank you. I wanted to make it the same color. Okay.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Okay, can you do
Oh,
anything else from inside the hut?
yeah, I can. I'll give inspiration to my dying friend there.
Okay.
Bardic inspiration.
Yep.
That's good.
Try not to die. If you can see me, can you see me? That you say?
I cannot
Can
see
hear
you.
you. You
because
can
you're
hear you.
inside.
You can hear
See
me,
you,
so it's
yeah.
fine.
Okay.
Okay.
You can hear me. Try not to die, Tristan. It's a D6.
I wasn't planning on dying anytime soon. Before I die this combat.
And just give me a second. Just move to the best place possible, which would be there.
All right, Red.
Okay, question. If I like stepped out of the hut and cast a spell, for example, my spiritual weapon, and then
Yeah.
went back into the hut, could I like maintain the magical effect from within the hut?
If you want my
Drop the-
opinion,
Drop the
Just-
description for me.
if you want my opinion, the spell would stay active, but each time you want to use it, you'll have to be outside the hut to use a bonus action to use it.
Okay. And what about a spell of concentration? Like, I don't know, Shield of Faith.
I think you can, yeah, as long as you keep concentration, it stays. I just repost my spell for.
You create a place. Yeah, okay. We'll go with that. What Yark said. Like, in order to actually move it, you'll have to be outside.
Okay.
So I think that makes sense because it does specifically say like magical effects can't extend through the dome, and I think that would, to my mind, that includes like a connection between you and the weapon.
Okay. But I could
makes
like
sense.
maintain its existence from within the
Yeah,
dome.
I'll allow that because that doesn't seem fair to.
Yeah,
take that away from you.
if you let light maintain existence,
Yeah,
then
exactly.
Mm,
So
True. All right, cool. So I will step out. I'm going to spiritual weapon this little dude here.
hey, let me get you a spiritual weapon all created.
Ooh, great.
Nice.
Let me give you control. Assuming control.
That's
Okay.
actually 9 plus 8, right?
I didn't see it yet. 27. 9 plus crit. 5.
Yeah, because rolling for the crit.
17.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then I will also toll the dead. This guy here.
Okay. He has taken lots of damage.
That's a wisdom save.
17 to save.
Okay.
So no damage.
All right, then I will step back into the hut.
This stupid hut is gonna ruin my plans, isn't it?
Very practical.
It's very efficient if you have the time to cast it before that fight.
Alright.
It's not foolproof, but it's very efficient against animals or enemies like that.
So this one here, all of these wolves that are gathering around the hut are pretty curious about what's going on here. They're kind of like sniffing and pawing around the dome. Any of the ones that are currently arranged in like that half circle right there,
Mhm.
they are all gonna just dodge.
Indri.
Don't like that.
Oh, actually, let me look at one thing real quick. Yeah, okay. Indri. I can use that too, Yark.
Yeah, it's
Uno
fine.
reverse card.
It's fine.
I'm gonna
mean,
use
just-
my Tides of Chaos.
Okay.
To get advantage, which is just gonna turn to natural.
Yeah.
Or neutral.
Well, so I don't think that one is actually gone yet, so he wouldn't actually be. Oh, he has. Yeah, sorry, he was the last one.
Okay. I'm shooting. Yeah, this one next to.
Mhm.
That's the same one I firebolted, right?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
that's the
yeah.
same one that she just attacked you. 26 will hit. For 11. Okay, so her spiritual weapon is beating this thing up, and then you light it up. And we're gonna say that's enough to kill that one.
Andrew's gonna shout, "Shoo! Shoo! Go away! Go away!"
It's on fire, collapses, cut up by her floating coin. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. So next up is the wolf that Kieran is fighting. A 20 to hit.
Oh yeah.
All right. So 7 piercing damage and give me a strength save. That'll save.
He's not impressed.
Yep. Same thing. So you, this thing bites down on your ankle. It's kind of like going low, trying to pull you off your feet, but you manage to push it off before it can knock you prone. Okay, so next thing that happens here.
Hey, real quick, you said 7 piercing, was that right?
Yes, 7. Sorry.
Okay, I just want to make sure I did have the right amount.
Yeah, you're good. And you're raging, so actually it's half that, 3.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right, so you guys hear like this low guttural howl coming from this path right up here.
Which
And,
path?
You would be able to see it if I weren't on the GM layer up
Up
here.
there, yeah, check.
And an absolutely monstrous wolf standing on its hind legs shows up.
Oh,
Oh,
look,
shit.
it's a werewolf.
It's actually a werewolf.
Surprising no one.
Size
It's a-
large.
I
Yep,
said
very large werewolf shows up,
surprises me.
and
I
it is
thought I was
his
being
turn.
sarcastic.
Let me see what he's gonna do with his first action. What's his 40 feet? All right. Just gonna move down here.
Oh, damn.
Alright, and then this one. Also gonna dodge. Kieran.
All right, so I'm gonna try to take this little annoying wolf out real quick, so I can take care of the big dude.
You're gonna do quite a bit of damage there, but it's still alive.
Oh no, that was just my attack roll. 16.
Oh, sorry, I
slashing.
saw the 26. Sorry. 16, 15. Actually, you get the +2, so
Oh yeah.
you connect, but it's still on its feet.
There we go.
That will be enough. All right. So you split this thing's skull like wide open.
Just gonna let out a triumphant roar and then turn around and see the giant werewolf and be like, "Oh, okay."
And then a terrified squeak.
Actually, he thinks in the back of his mind that the fur, his pelt, looks like it'll make a very, very nice cloak.
Oh shit. Okay.
Kieran's
Kieran
kind of
capable?
crazy.
I like it.
Is Kieran capable of terrified squeaks?
Yeah, he is. Just yeah.
Not in front of you guys.
Not at the current CR.
Saving them for Tiamat.
If you drop Tiamat
Yeah.
into this battle map, then sure,
And then
but
Tiamat rises out of the ground, and then you guys all just die. She uses all 5
Turns
of her
running.
weapons. Okay, is that it?
Oh yeah, that's it.
Alright. Next up is this one, who's actually just gonna move down here and continue to dodge. That one is dead. Tristan.
place a seal on this wolf that just bit me for a lot. In one moment, let me make sure I remove the seal. And first attack.
18 will hit.
Okay, so 17 damage.
You're rolling pretty good tonight, so
And the second attack will be without the
sure.
radiant. I'm gonna roll the bardic inspiration. How much was it, Jarek?
D6.
D6.
Because I don't think a 12 will hit, but an
Does not.
18 should.
18 does.
So 12 damage. He's still standing, I assume.
Yes, he is.
Seal for 11
Holy.
necrotic.
Oh shit.
Dang. Okay, you guys are making shorter work of this. I'm gonna have
And
to
for his movement,
make like 10 more.
Tristan will move up 15 feet and 15 in this direction as well. So I'm 15 feet up on the air, and that's my turn.
All right, that one is now dead as well. This one is gonna follow his boss. Yark.
I'll go there and I'll take my violin and I start playing a music that is made to be very frightening to walls with lots of high pitches, high notes.
Okay.
Very quick music with high notes, the strongest I can play to make them afraid as much as possible of what the hell is going on, and I will change the color of the dome to a bright orange.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I can't cast
it
spells.
like an
so-
is that like
Right.
an actual feature or anything? Or
No.
Okay.
Trying
it's-
to make them afraid with a performance, maybe.
Let me look at one thing because I think actually.
Like some form of intimidation through music.
Yeah, you can roll
performance.
intimidation if you want.
Intimidation itself, alright. So I'll add the 1 to that. So it's 18.
Give me 1 second. I think I missed one.
No, and I just used inspiration.
18.
Yep, 18 because I have Jack of all trade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, Ren.
Okay, Ren will step out of the hut, see the giant werewolf, say, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and send her coin to bonk it.
Okay, you can actually control that. So,
Oops.
whoop,
Wait.
you both moved.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Alright. Oh no. Okay, I
Oh,
assume
no.
that does
Okay.
not hit.
This does not for sure.
Alright, and then she will lever her crossbow at it and try and shoot it.
Okay,
23?
Better.
23 will hit.
Okay, that's better. So 6 piercing. She's gonna yell, Kieran, watch out! And go back inside the hut.
All right. Let me see. Real quick, who all? Tristan, you're the only one that's injured, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I got like 3 no, like how much damage I got?
3, I believe. 7
Is that-
reduced to 3.
Real
Four.
quick, What did you cast that gave them extra hit points?
8.
Okay.
Gary cast 8,
That's
so you
fair.
might.
And
So-
that's not temporary hit points. That's actual.
No, it's
hit points,
maximum
correct?
8 points.
Okay.
So Kirin and Tristan
So
has
he-
plus 10, and the 3
Yep.
others have plus 5.
All right. I'm just asking because that's comes into play with one of the special features here.
Yeah, I'm at 67 right
okay,
now.
So
health
you're
HP.
you're technically injured. Is basically what I'm.
Technically, yes, but yeah, like I'm scratched a little bit.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
bit me.
But as far as like the rules go, like yeah, you count as.
Only at the end of another creature's turn. He's gonna use it yet. Okay. We're back around here. You bonus your strength modifier if you move at least 10 foot immediately before the jump. How high are you, Tristan? 15 feet?
Yep.
Alright. So this one here sees
Does he
you in
jump?
the air. He jumps at you, but he can't quite make it to you. So you see him like jump up, snap his jaws at you, and he knows you're there, but he can't quite reach you at the moment.
Isn't
And
that an
he's
attack
no
of
longer
opportunity,
taking
though?
the dodge action.
He's not close enough. He's not actually in range. If he's 15 feet up, I think the highest he can jump is 6 feet. So
Yeah, if he cannot attack me, then it doesn't make sense to say that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
Yeah,
that doesn't
true.
draw an opportunity attack.
True.
Okay, this one dodging. That one dead. Indri.
If you're talking, I think you're muted, Andrew.
Yeah, I can't hear anything you're saying. Sorry. I thought you were thinking. I don't have Discord up. Sorry.
I was muted. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Andrew's gonna step out and cast Fairy Fire on top of the werewolf and this other wolf's hood.
Okay.
So yeah, they just make Dex 15 saves. If they fail, they start glowing a nice bright purpley color.
It's a save 15.
Fuck, 15.
So for the wolf, he rolls a 16.
Ugh.
For the werewolf, rolls a 17.
And just I'm using my fairy magic, so I can cast that once without using a slot.
Oh, okay, cool.
But I'm gonna Wild Surge and get my Tides of Chaos back.
Okay. Oh God, what is it?
I don't know. I didn't have it open, ready to go this time. I cast
You can-
Grease,
Drum roll.
centered on myself.
Wait, you
Cast
cast
what?
what? Sorry.
Grease.
Grease. Well,
You're a
it doesn't go
slippery
inside
boy
the house.
now.
Nice.
Slick grease covers the ground in a 10-foot square centered on a point within
They
range.
have
and
another
turns it into
dexterity
difficult
saving
terrain.
throw.
So, 10-foot square on you.
Yeah.
So
Yes, I would say centered right here.
Why don't you draw a 10-foot square? That
Does it affect Andrew since he's flying?
I don't
it
think so.
shouldn't if you're hovering.
Oh, it's a 10-foot square. Oh. It's actually not going to hit anything. It's not like a 10-foot radius square. Oh gosh.
Centered on a point within range.
The wild
That's not
magic
big, though.
centers it on me.
Oh yeah.
So this is where it's slippery.
All right. Just remember that that's difficult terrain now. Okay, anything else?
I'm gonna just move back in there, but
All right.
Okay. Let's see. That's dead. All right. He is gonna lumber up to you, Kieran.
Hello,
Okay.
Mr. Wolfman.
It's gonna get 2 attacks here. Ooh, okay. All right. That is a lot of damage.
Did you half it?
I haven't yet, actually.
Okay, but
you-
still, that doesn't sound good.
So, all right. He 24 to hit with a bite.
Yep.
It is gonna do 23, so 11 points of damage, 13 piercing, 10 necrotic. And I need you to make me a Constitution save.
Is that halved or?
Yeah, that's half.
Wow, that sucked.
Well,
Well, wait,
11
so
is a half.
what was the damage in total again? I'm sorry, I wasn't sure if you were counting it out or.
So 23 is what I rolled. So 11 total. Because
Okay.
you have a piercing and necrotic. You have resistance to both, correct? When you're raging.
Let me double check that.
He has like bird totem, so even necrotic gets half, I
Yeah,
believe.
that's. I thought it was. I thought it was. I just want to make sure.
Everything.
So
but
for like
psychic.
rage, it says I have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage.
But then you should have like a bird totem thing somewhere.
Bear totem is like everything but psychic, I think.
Yeah, let me find that.
Everything other than psychic.
Oh, yep. Yeah, there it is, bear. Yep. Sorry, I have to dig through here.
No, you're good, man. I want to make sure I get that right. So, cool. So as this thing bites down on you, you can see just like the foam from its mouth just like starting to cover your arm, and it just burns like crazy as you as its jaw just clamps down on your arms. That's not a good Constitution save to fail.
Yeah. Yeah, Karen, he just lets out a howl in both pain and rage because he's ticked off because the dude bit him, so he's not happy.
You are.
Right, that is very ironic injury.
What's your AC?
Mine's 15.
Okay, so you actually rolled pretty low on the second attack, so 14.
Okay.
So misses the second attack. Okay. Whose turn is it now? It's actually your turn now.
Kill it.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna attack it.
Okay. That will hit.
Oof.
All right, that's a lot of.
18 hit.
Yeah, actually, both those hit.
There we go.
Sorry. Trying to.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Did I roll those too quick for you?
No, you're good. I'm just.
Okay. So my other DM, I'm used to kind of going slow with it because it gets a little confusing. So I understand.
No, you're good. I was having technical difficulties. 18. Both of those get +2, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Oh shoot! I didn't do the thing. I'll do it next turn. Anything else?
I don't think there's really anything else I can do because I don't want him to get an opportunity attack. So yeah, I'm good.
An opportunity attack might be better than a full attack. Just saying. Okay.
Kieran's not gonna run yet.
So kind of seeing what's happening with you guys just like darting in and out of this protective sphere. Some of these wolves are going to get a little wise to you. So he is going to duck back here. And unless you come around that corner, he's going to have total cover from you.
Okay.
And this one is actually doing the same thing. Tristan.
So I technically only have to go down to 5 feet over this wolf, I believe. How tall is the wolf?
We'll say 5 feet. If you got down to 5 feet above the ground, you'd be in
Right.
range.
I'm 5 foot above the ground, and I'm not gonna move my token over him, but I'm like above his space.
Sure. Okay.
And should I? I mean, it's worked so far, so I'll spend one more seal on that wolf.
Okay.
And boom.
15
Does a
will hit.
15 hit. So
Does.
then 15 damage.
Okay.
It's a 20 shoot hit, so 11 damage.
Okay. Still up.
And seal time. 8
Team
necrotic.
6. All right.
It's still up.
You know what? I'll give that to you. Actually,
I mean, no, if it is still up, it's still up. So
I play with the ranges. Yeah, it's down. So
okay.
you see that seal burst and the now familiar sight of necrotic damage just kind of spreading over its body as it falls to the ground.
Sounds good. So 15 foot up again from his position.
Okay.
And that will put me 1, 2, 3 over here.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. This one. Again, kind of sensing what you guys are doing.
I'm still 1 too far away from it.
What's
It's
that?
good if they all hide, we can concentrate on the big werewolf.
Actually, Bear, if you don't mind, I will be on this square above the tiny hut.
Okay,
If
that's fine.
you don't mind me.
You're above the hut. Okay.
I'm not
What's
inside the hut.
radius? Is it 20 feet up too?
It's
Or-
10 feet radius up.
Yeah, 10 feet radius, so I'm 20 feet up.
So
So I'm 10 feet
you're
above.
pretty. It's pretty tight between where you're at and like the roof of this thing, but you're fine there.
Like there are 5 feet in between the soles of my boots and the tiny hut.
You're basically standing on the tiny hut. Okay, Yark.
Just go on that box, drop my musical instrument there, and I'll take a dagger and throw it at that fella
Okay.
with advantage because he cannot see it coming. Good old dagger. Oh, I can reroll the 5.
Well, not with advantage though, so you get the 7, right?
Yeah, but I can reroll the 5. So it's a 10. It's not better.
Yeah, neither one of those are gonna hit. So,
Okay, and I
so your
move
dagger
back.
goes sailing off into the night.
I go back taking my musical instruments, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Rin.
Ren will step out once more, attempt to repeat the spiritual weapon attack, and take another. Actually, let's try a Toll the Dead. Is the big dude damaged yet? Yeah, I shot him last round.
He is. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll try Toll the Dead. That's a 15 Wisdom save, and the
He
spiritual
rolls a
weapon.
14, so he fails.
Yay! Does 19 hit?
19 does hit. What's
Alright.
the damage on Toll the Dead?
16 necrotic.
Max damage, nice.
And 19 hits as well, so 10 force damage. Alright, so you managed to get him with both of these things in quick succession. Just the spiritual weapon slices him open a little bit, and the Toll the Dead, you see it grasp at its head as it hears these bells. And as a legendary action, he's going to swipe out at the nearest target, which is unfortunately Kieran.
Ugh, sorry, Kieran.
One claw attack coming at you. But he rolls a 12, so he misses. So he just kind of like out of frustration, just like swipes at the nearest thing he can, but it's not really a targeted attack. He's just lashing out, and he misses. That was anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. So again, these guys are getting wise to you. He's gonna move there. Indri.
Wrong tool. Gonna come out. Unfortunately, now that nothing's really in range, going to cast Chaos Bolt.
Okay.
Targeting the big werewolf.
Sure. I figured.
There it is.
25 to hit.
Come on, damage. Oh, that'll pop up for the level.
And
5
he
type
does.
lightning damage.
Lightning bolt. How much damage was it?
10.
No.
10 lightning.
One day I'm gonna actually sit down with you. You're gonna explain that one to me. I don't know why I can't understand it, but
The first D8 is the type of
Damage type.
damage, is it?
Yeah,
I
if
think,
you
yeah, sure. But
if you hover over the 10 with your mouse, you'll
I
see
don't. You tell me that every week, and I forget it
yeah,
every
no
single
worries,
week.
no
but-
worries. Because it's a leveled spell. I'm gonna surge again. Oh no, I'm not, because I still have Tides of Chaos. Never mind.
Mhm.
I didn't use
Okay.
it.
So I didn't do this last round, and I should have. Kieran. Oh, Indri, are you done? Sorry, are you moving back in?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Kieran, you're the closest one. So as you see the flurry of attacks that happened against the big guy here, you see some of his wounds start to heal.
Yep.
Well, that's not good.
Nope. And it's his turn again, and you are already infected, so this doesn't really matter. But 21 to hit.
Yep.
Yep. All right, 14 points of piercing and necrotic damage. That's halved already for you.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. And then a 25 to hit with his claw for 9 more, which would be 4. So 4 more slashing damage. Funny enough, Tristan, this one actually doesn't. Never mind, I should tell you that. Okay, and then this next one, which is up here. All the wolves are behind total cover from you guys in the hut.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, and I want to. I meant to do this on his turn, and I didn't. He's going to draw 1 opportunity attack, but he is actually going to move over here for the time being. So go ahead and make your opportunity attack, Kieran. Will hit.
That's perfect because I was about to start running.
Kieran, it's actually your turn.
So Kieran is going to run into the hut, and once he gets in there, he's gonna like be clutching at his arm because like you said, like the stuff was like came out of his like it's like all messed up with the saliva and stuff. He's like, yeah guys, the werewolf can heal, and I'm hurt kind of bad. He's just gonna sit down, just let out a breath like, ugh.
Drink that potion.
Oh yeah, that's right. I do have a turn. I should probably drink that potion.
Okay.
It was what, 2d4 plus 2?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that
You
sucks.
should have
Oh well.
eaten a good berry.
Oh man, 2d4, so
no.
4.
Old potion.
Yeah, this.
It's better than nothing.
Snake eyes, man. Oof. All right. All the wolves are just gonna focus on evading whatever attacks you guys throw at it. Tristan.
So, moving in this general direction. How tall is the fairy fire AOE?
It's a 20-foot cube. So 20 foot up.
So you'd be in it if you maintain your
Okay,
current height.
I'll move here, and as I do, I will dip down into the tiny hut a little bit, and then fly back up, and I will drop my greatsword and like, Yarrick, please take good care of that. And as I come here, I will take out my crossbow. How
Okay.
am I with actions now? Do I still have my attack action?
Yeah, if you just drop your crossbow, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
I just
if you drop
drop
your
my
sword.
greatsword on the hut.
Now I will say that right between you, he's probably got half cover.
Like
He's
even
tall.
I think I can fly up, but given how much I have moved, I can probably, like, I just needed to dip like 5 feet down. I could probably fly up at least. Let me count.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can be 30 feet up very easily.
So I think I kind of was envisioning the height of this sawmill to be about 15 feet for the roof.
There was
yeah,
a roof. Okay, then
Yeah, I'm sorry. I maybe didn't make that clear earlier, but that's where you, like, between you and the roof, you were standing on the
yeah,
roof,
then I
basically.
can be 25 feet up. That's
Mhm.
I mean, unless the roof extends all the way to where I am.
Well, no, so it doesn't really overhang. I would say probably like
Okay,
this first square out is where like the overhang is.
right. So I'm
So
25
you're right
feet
on
up.
the edge of it. Yeah.
25 feet up still gives this cover.
Let me see here.
How tall is that pile of wood?
You guys are asking me questions I didn't prep for.
It
Oh, and
looks
then
like
you need to do
it's-
the map for the.
Yeah.
Let's say he does have cover.
Yeah, I would say at least half cover.
I still can see him enough to put a seal on him for what little it does against the regeneration.
Mhm.
So I'll put a seal on him, and then light crossbow him
Okay.
at 10 misses. I assume.
Yeah, it didn't matter anyway. So
Huh? What happened?
I said the cover didn't matter anyway, but
I do have multi attack, so second
sure.
16 misses because of the cover.
Yes.
Very well. Damn it. That's my turn.
Okay. He is dodging. Yarrick?
I would like to remind everybody that I'm 25 feet up on the air. And we might need to start counting the rounds.
Well, I'll try something. I'll
It's
just
been 4 turns so far.
I'll just speak with animals. Let's try something. And if I have time, I'll try to persuade the wolves to come closer.
Like right now?
Yep,
I mean, it's
but
not,
if I
not
have
their
time,
turn, so they're not going to move.
or because it's an action to cast speak with animals, so if I don't have time, I'll just do it next turn.
Okay, what are you saying? Like, how are you trying to convince them to come closer? Because right now you guys have murdered, 4 of them, 5 of them.
I'll say
Yeah.
only the bravest wolf will get all the meat that is hidden here.
Make a persuasion check.
Yes. So it's 30 total.
Which one were you? Was
I
there
was
a particular
saying
one?
that to wolves in general. Like only the bravest wolf will get all the meat that is hidden here. So I got 30 total.
And does that include?
No, not him.
The big
Okay,
bad wolf?
let me think about how to respond to that on their turns.
Oh, I said 30. I mean 32 total.
I don't know if that's gonna
Because
work
of
or not.
that and that.
Okay. Well, they're not gonna move until it's their turn. Let me think on that for just a second. Ren?
Okay, so half cover that gives like bonus to AC and Dex saves, right? But not
Plus-
to Wisdom saves.
Yeah, it wouldn't be on a wisdom save. And it depends on
Mhm.
what the deck save is, I think.
All right, so Ren will step out. She's gonna attempt to toll the dead again on the
Okay.
big old dude.
Wisdom save. What was the save on it again?
15.
He rolls a 10.
All right. And then I'm going to move my weapon as much as I can, which is to over there. Yeah, that's my turn. I'll just move my weapon.
Okay. All right. Where's this one? Hiding. Indri.
Gonna move 20 feet here and then I got 10 feet up.
Okay. So you're 10 feet in the air.
Just so I can see him kind of a little clearer over here. And then we're gonna use Tides of Chaos to have advantage to try and make sure we hit him, and shoot
Big guy?
another.
Big guy?
Yeah, the big guy, yeah.
Okay.
And then shoot another Chaos Bolt at him.
Okay.
That is 18.
$18?
Yeah, 18 to hit.
Yeah, you have a clear shot on him. So that would hit.
Let me
The
double check.
damage. I
Okay.
hope it's whatever stops his regeneration.
If you roll a 9, you'll get silver damage.
3 fire damage.
13?
Yeah, 13 and it's fire.
Okay. Alright. Anything else?
No.
Okay. So it's his turn. He's gonna basically get that health back.
I don't like that.
And then he's doesn't like all this sniping you guys are doing. He'll move up here, crouch down to be completely hidden from view.
Unless he has the spell magic, I think he's gonna have trouble.
It will be a long night.
Now, he's completely hidden from view right now. This one. Where is that one? Hiding. Alright, Kieran.
All right. So, how am I looking like health-wise here? All right, I am. Let me see something here. Kieran's gonna go hunt him a wolf. So he's gonna come up, run up to this dude, and I'm gonna whap him.
Okay. Give me a roll for it. 14 will hit. 17 will hit. Okay, anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. So, the next two that are up are actually the ones that are right next to you. Guys, leaving poor Kieran out here on his own. All right, first one rolls an 8, but he doesn't have advantage yet.
Yeah, I'm going after the big one.
So that one misses. This one runs up to you. Rolls a 22.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Give me a strength save as well. 5 piercing damage, that's already halved. And beats it, so you're fine. All right. Tristan?
So if I make it here, I have a clear shot to it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put another seal on him.
These
And
heals?
I also, like, as I do this, I will fly up another 15, actually another 20 feet. So,
Okay.
oh no, actually I can't, because I need to be within 30 feet to do the seal. So, never mind that.
So how high up are you?
Now I'm 30 feet up.
30 feet?
Yeah. I'll do the seal on him. And then first crossbow attack. So he has 2 seals, does a 13 hit? I assume not.
No.
Does a 22 hit?
22 does hit. Does that include the radiant damage?
That one does, because the first time I hit during the turn, right? Like, or do I need to declare it per attack? Or is
No,
it
that's
when I
fine.
hit?
That's fine.
Let me...
I'll let that slide.
Once on of your turns, you can deal extra radiant damage to one target when you deal damage. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
So this is 14.
Yep.
And I assume he's still alive, so I'm gonna consume my 2 seals on him
Okay.
for 16
Ooh.
necrotic.
He's not looking great.
And unfortunately, that's my turn.
Okay, and I'm sorry, how high up were you?
30 feet, and I
30
know.
feet. Okay.
He
And-
jumps into... How tall are these pallets, by the way?
What's that?
How tall are the pallets?
I was going to say about 10 feet.
Okay.
No, that doesn't make sense with how tall he is. 5 feet.
Okay.
But what? Let me see what he can jump.
Can he jump the 30 feet high is the big question.
Maybe you can jump a distance equal to your strength score, provided you have a run above at least 10 feet. Your strength score?
Oh. Are you reading long jump?
Keep in mind that high jump and long
That's
jump are
okay.
the-
Yeah, distance. Sorry, I was like, holy shit.
Let's jump 18 feet. into
Yeah,
the
I was
air.
about to say, good God.
Yeah, so it's 3 plus strength modifier for high jump. If you move 10 feet.
Yeah, I think for a large creature to jump 30 feet,
Seven.
it would need to have an ability.
He
I mean, you also have to
kinda
account
does.
how tall it is and how long its arms are for how far it actually.
Right,
Right,
so
there
I'm
is-
looking
there
at
is
like
the
the
reach.
weapon reach.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Plus,
I'm having to do a lot of math here.
Oh, dude, you're good. It can get confusing
Right.
sometimes with this game.
So 3 plus.
if I
the
were
strength
running
mod.
this thing, I would have it jump on top of the pallets and try to jump from pallet to pallet to try to hit Tristan.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to see if it can do,
Yeah.
but you might be out of reach. But he does have a legendary action.
trying to see. Okay, so 3, 4, 7 plus it's 2 feet tall. Suppose it's 27 plus 5. So I think if it jumped,
If you can jump this high, I'm probably gonna end up owing you a diamond, Ren.
all right. So let me do this one more time. 15, 2. I think you're just out of reach, actually, by like 2 feet.
That must be scary as hell. Being 30 feet in the air and he jumps like 2 feet away from you.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, believe me, I don't need to use heals next turn, so I'm going to go a lot further up.
It's a good thing too, because you're just out of range. of me.
Yeah.
I'd only be able to
Okay, so
revivify in 2
I
rounds.
think I know how I'm gonna play this actually. So that one is seeing you, gonna run down here. Actually,
Wait, it's not doing anything during his turn?
well, let's say that it's not his turn.
Oh.
He's got some legendary actions that I could use, but you're out of range of all of them. So
But I might not be out of range of his actions, I see.
yeah, no, I mean you're 30 feet up in the air. The regular wolves definitely can't get to you. But I know how I'm gonna play this. Okay, Yark.
I'm not worried about the tiny doggos, I'm worried about the big doggo.
Not much I can do. I'll try to intimidate those 2 wolves to help Kurin in any way I can. By talking wolves to them. Because they can
Okay.
understand me.
So what are you doing? Just talking to them?
Well, I'm like trying to intimidate them and telling they're gonna die. And I'm talking the wolf language, so that must be a bit disturbing.
So it's
that's
that bright orange tent that like howls and growls in wolf with like a halfling accent.
yeah, you're gonna die. So yeah, can I do an intimidation roll?
You can try.
21, 22, because of Jack of all trade.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide like whether or not they would actually be intimidated. Like they might be surprised that you're speaking to them and they can understand you, but
Well, I see. Maybe it's like if they hear an alpha male or something crawling at them, they might be.
I would
mean,
buy that if their alpha wasn't on the map. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
You're not more
I'm trying
scary
to
than
figure
you
out like
think.
why they would be scared of you for talking to them. Like I want to make it work.
I mean, you play it like you want, but it's basically sounds well like a wolf saying.
Well,
they
yeah,
would
I get that.
kill them.
But
So play it like you want. I cannot do anything more because if I cannot do spells from there, and I don't want to break the dome just
yeah,
yet.
if you guys break the dome, you're all dead.
So yep, and I will move back to be in range. No, I'm too far from you, Tristan.
I like that last turn you were like, "Come to the hut. There's lots of meat," and this time you're like, "You're gonna die."
I'm trying stuff. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
that's not matter.
it's just funny. Like I can imagine that the wolves are just confused now.
Well, as long
very
as they're
confused.
not killing us, it's fine.
Yeah, more or less. Okay. All right, I think I know what I'm gonna do. But okay, Ren.
All right, I'm going to drag. Hang on, actually. First, I'm going to move up here. Can I step out like to here, or is there a
I'll
very
say-
big drop off?
Well, yeah, it's a drop from like the floor of the sawmill, but you could like step out onto the rail, basically. Like that right there is a post,
Mm-hmm.
so you
Okay.
could like lean out with it. I'll let that happen.
I'll go like up to here.
Okay.
I'm going to drag up my spiritual weapon. Oh
Okay.
god, I did it again. Hang on.
I don't know why that happens, but
It's because shift is my push to talk, and apparently it also
gotcha.
moves all my tokens
Yeah.
together. Then can I see the big dude at all? Like, is he poking out the top of the stack? This dude here?
I don't think so because when I ended his turn, I said he was crouched down, like out of sight.
Okay. Okay. So I am going to. Fuck. Hang on, give me a second.
She
Yeah,
does
you're
know
good.
it's there, right? Like she cannot see him, but she does know it is there.
Yeah, I'll say that like because of that.
But
good
Tristan
very-
is shooting there, and yeah.
Yeah, that illuminates him. So like maybe when he ran, she saw him run by.
Alright,
That's
if I.
not a light anymore.
Oh, it's not.
No, because the light is there now.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, you can only have one?
Yep, it's a cantrip.
Oh. I thought it just
So-
lasted
Yeah, I
for
thought
a
it was
minute.
just lasted forever. I didn't see the.
It lasts for a while, but if you cast it again, the first one disappears.
Okay,
Oh, I
and-
didn't know that.
How. If I were standing right here, would I have any line of sight on this dude here?
On which
Or would I have to
No.
go further out?
Yeah, you would have to get like here probably,
Ugh, okay.
because anywhere else he's gonna have cover from you, and they're intentionally hiding.
Shoot that.
Shoot her.
Yeah,
Shoot
there's.
that one or that one without
I
any
can't
problem.
shoot. I can't see any of them. Can I shoot without seeing them?
Yeah, in the
They
dark,
have total cover.
So just don't hit me.
Wait, sorry. Which one are you trying to shoot?
It doesn't matter. I can't see any of them. Like even the ones near Kieran, they're behind this cover
If-
here, right?
the hut is also cover.
Yeah,
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
it's
Yeah.
opaque. So
All right, never mind. I will give Tristan a word of encouragement. Beat him up, Tristan, and go back into the hut.
okay.
Does your
Fair enough.
encouragement have any mechanical effect?
No, it's not even
Nope.
very enthusiastic.
Fair enough.
Give him hell, buddy.
Ah.
Guys, who's gonna pay for his funeral? Okay. Warren to cover Hendry.
Going to twin spell. Another chaos
spell.
bolt.
Okay.
Aiming each one, because I have to target different things. These two wolves to try and help Curran out. So I'll
Okay.
do them just like one at a time here. So we'll target the top one first.
Okay. 14 will hit.
And I have to do this at second level.
So 9 damage.
13 damage because of the.
Oh,
Higher
sorry.
level
Yeah,
cast.
you just said that.
No, you're cool.
All right.
And it is poison damage in case if that's relevant.
Not when he's dead.
Okay. And then the second casting from twin. Oh, okay.
Yep, that's gonna miss.
Well, you feel lucky.
Ow. Forget about this. What's the
Nice.
range? What, 3 feet? So you get to do it again.
Nice. Okay.
14 will hit. So 9.
Yeah, and it's
Nine.
acid damage. And it would arc and hit somebody else if there's anyone else in range, but there's not, so.
Nope.
Um,
Nope. there's nobody else in
No,
range.
unless you want to target Corinne, but
Yeah, if you want to damage Kieran, you're fine.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I'll shoot at a Curran too. Yeah.
Current
Sorry,
will
buddy.
kill you.
Trying to help Curran, not kill him.
Alright. Anything else?
Current has anger issues.
No, yeah, just gonna stay here, assuming that Curran's distracting the wolf enough. It's not gonna come after him.
Alright. So next up is the big guy.
So, quick question. He has
Uh-huh.
taken fire, necrotic, and radiant in this round. Do I see him regenerate?
You do. But you don't get a great look at it as he is going to turn tail, realizing how much you guys have screwed him up.
Actually, they've never even tried to attack the dome or enter it.
Nope.
They didn't even touch it.
Well, I think what I said was that like the wolves were pawing around the edge of it, like investigating it. But so Tristan, you've probably got the best view of it, but he barrels off through the forest at like lightning speed.
And goes into cover pretty quickly, I imagine.
Oh yeah, he can run 100 feet in one round, so he's gone. Which is
Well,
bad
I don't think we're
news
catching this
for your
guy.
friend Kieran. Let me see here. This one, where is it? So seeing their leader run, the other ones are going to scatter. Kieran, it is your turn though, so you can try to finish this one off if you want.
Oh, most definitely.
I figure you're pretty angry about it. 24 hits. That's 14. 22 hits. Yeah.
Current slash. Current
Yeah.
destroy.
So you're pissed off and you just like whack, whack, and just like rip this thing in two. So both of those are dead. Tristan.
I can probably get the little dog up, but I think what would be in character for Tristan to do is he's just gonna fly in pursuit of the werewolf. There is no chance that he will catch it, but
Yeah.
I'll go to the edge of the map here.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Yeah, he's already.
Unless I can
out of
fire
sight.
into, like, yeah.
Already long gone.
Damn it.
But the little one also leaves. Yark. Not much
Wow.
left for you to do.
I get out my bedroll.
All right.
And I have to go working tomorrow morning. So I suppose it will basically be it anyway.
Yeah, we're pretty much wrapping up. I do want someone to give me an Arcana check, just real quick. Or actually, I'll tell you what. Since we're wrapping up, I'm assuming everybody kind of, as the wolves depart, you guys are retreating into the hut.
Oh, yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay. I want someone to give me a medicine check on Kieran.
I can do that, or... No, 22, 23.
So you see like some unmistakable signs. We'll say that because of your jack of all trades, you have at least read enough to know Kieran is infected with lycanthropy.
I am proficient in
I'm gonna be a
medicine.
wolf.
Yes.
That's ironic.
Yeah. And Kieran just we'll say with that medicine check too, you might have seen enough of the big guy Yark to know that this is a particularly infectious strain of lycanthropy. You cannot cure it until that beast is dead.
All
Oh,
right.
shit.
So
Now Kieran has a good excuse to kill the wolf.
yeah,
I
Now
still
we-
cast that to, even if it does little to nothing.
that's nothing.
Yeah. Also, now we definitely need a long rest, so I can get remove curse to fix that.
So I will tell you that actually remove curse also does nothing on this particular strain until that beast is dead.
Even after we kill it. Oh yeah, I meant for after we kill
Yeah,
it.
so
The-
you have to hunt him down on this. And,
So do we know with that check how long, like, if something is going to happen to Corinne within the night, or is it?
Let me see.
You can also decide between sessions if you.
Yeah, let me think on that. I'm assuming Kieran is on one side of the hut, and the rest of you are like over here. Liamon's tiny hut suddenly seems a lot tinier.
It's just like,
As,
you know
as
what?
Kieran's like got a fever breaking out.
I hate referring to Dragon Ball so much, but this is just like in the original series in the
Mhm.
beginning when he transforms into the Ozoru, the giant monkey, the first time. It's kind of
Yeah.
funny.
Man, I haven't watched Dragon Ball in so
Me
long. Like,
Dude, I
remember it, but
reread the
very
manga
vaguely.
like once a year at least. I'm currently rereading it again because I just love that series.
I bet it's
man.
been 15 years since I've watched any of it, but
Dude, check
I used
out
to
the
watch it
manga.
every day. Is there like a
Like-
good trade? Like
Oh,
a-
dude,
like a
I get
good-
the You go on Amazon, you can get the 3-in-1s
Yeah.
for like 10-15 bucks a piece. Or if you want a really good deal and don't mind digital, just get the Shonen Jump app. It's like $4 a month or whatever.
Cool.
And you get like everything. You get
wow,
Dragon Ball,
okay.
Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, and like all the Shonen Jump mangas besides that. It's pretty
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Bye,
night,
Yark.
Yark.
Good
Thanks
night.
for
Oh, good
playing.
night.
Right, Eric.
Um,
It would be really fun if like Corinne transformed now because he can go in and out of the hut, but
Oh no.
Oh wow, yeah.
oh no. um,
Should have Yark recast it with Kieran on the outside.
it takes a minute.
Right.
um,
Man, you guys actually killed quite a few of the wolves, even though I was really trying to keep them out of range of y'all.
also,
Yeah,
the
you
hut
didn't get
strat is
over-
pretty broken.
What's that?
The hut strategy is pretty OP.
Yeah.
since
You know,
we're
just I mean, Yark is just using a lot of fair tricks, you know,